Hi guys, ArchieLuxury here on the ArchieLuxury show. Guys, we're just about to run the intro and start the show. I'm just going to pin the link in a minute and let's get the show underway. Let's get this baby off the ground now. Hey guys, ArchieLuxury on the ArchieLuxury live stream channel. How are you going? How are you going today? What's going on there, Timely?
Oh, not a lot. What about you? Man? Just reading some comments here, and we've got the regular punters back, and Jimmy's in there as well. Thank you very much. Words of encouragement.
Jimmy, Arch, and Timely, have a good show. Cheer up, big boy. We love you. No, it's all going good there.
What's wrong?
No, nothing. Just out of interest there, the other side reached out to me and said, we're going to be bashing Roman and Wizard today.
Why?
And I got to be totally honest with you. I got no idea. I mean, these guys, they think they speak for the community, but I don't think they speak for anybody but themselves there. They're only interested in...
So now they're the fucking voice of everyone, are they, these guys?
Exactly. They're the helpers. Well, I mean, to be honest with you, they never really help anyone except themselves. And,
right.
I mean, look, I get it. You know, they are free.
We're activists. We're all activists now. We're not YouTube presenters. We're activists. We're going to change.
I mean,
the
reality is the biggest person here who's come off badly is Roman, because I mean, Roman didn't say he said Wizard needs to send me certain things and I'll have a look and we'll see what we can do.
Exactly.
Wizard, I mean, in his own accord there, he's paying some off.
Sorry to interrupt you, Archie, but let's back it up a little bit, right? Roman said that exact same piece, but where did he say it? Here. Not on the activist channel, not somewhere else, not whatever. It was said here. Why? Because you got them all together, you set it up, you tried to work it out, you tried to help the punters.
Exactly right.
Bullshit, activist, whatever rubbish. So yeah, carry on. Sorry.
And I mean, it's very easy to kick a dog that's done wrong and down, but the reality is, I don't think it's Roman's battle. No. I think the real problem is with Wizard. Now, Wizard himself there, you know what? I've reached out many times to him in the last couple of weeks, and I don't get much of a response. I don't get anything. I don't get anything out of Wizard. Actually, in fact, I actually sent Wizard a message yesterday. I gave him a link, said, please come on. Do you want to come on? It would be great to do an update.
Yeah.
And nothing.
No
The message was read because it's got the ticks. But the reality is he didn't want to come on.
Look, it is what it is, Archie. See, look, Jimmy, he's saying something as well. So he goes, Roman didn't promise anything, nor is he obligated to provide any remuneration for victims. Exactly. Also, on top of that, if people are trying to hold Roman accountable for anything, he's just, call it by association, he's involved in this. That's all it is. So he's got nothing to do with it.
So exactly right.
Hammer Roman and Wizard for anything. Well, they're barking up the wrong tree, and all they're going to get is a pissed off Roman. I mean, the man's got a business to run. He's got nothing to do with it. He's just making someone. That's all it is.
Exactly, and that's 100% right. And
even then, Archie, I think the friendship now is probably strained based on current events and how much flack he's copping for it. So it would be.
Yeah, I mean, when they say friendship, they weren't best of buddies.
Like
they knew each other. They're associates. You know what I mean? It's sort of so many people. Hello, Rancher. How are you?
I don't know. I'm just trying to decide. Sometimes I think my avatar kind of signals my mood. Sometimes I feel like playing it good.
So you feel holy today.
Other times, you know.
Wah, wah, wah.
Do you have anything to add on the wizard situation, Clivers?
I don't want to say I don't care because that would make me sound uncaring.
Yes.
But read between the lines, right?
Yeah. Holding three fingers up, yes.
That's the one.
I mean, look, it's a very
Roman did not promise anything, nor is he obligated to provide any remuneration for the victims.
Yes.
Hey, you sound just like me.
Okay. But
without the accent. So I'm going to have to wind up the super chat button now. So let me just...
Coming. Yeah. Winter's coming. Okay.
All right. We've hit the super chats. So what's on the wrist today, gentlemen? What have we got going here? Let's start with Mr. Luxury.
Hey, what's going on? We got some good, interesting comments here. We got Durf Stiefels just got his Paddock 5196 in. That's fantastic, Durf. We got M3 Carlino. He says he got his M2 the same time I got my 3 Series. Just over a year. Fed up of payments. Laugh out loud.
We're doing wristwatch.
I think everyone gets wristwatch check. Oh, I'm wearing my Speedmeister today. Yes, I changed watches. I changed watches. Yeah. Man on the moon.
That's the one. And Rancho, what have you got today? Any chance of
I'm just wearing the Apple Watch.
Okay. Well, then let's not worry about that then. Exactly. That's a bit of sacrilege, isn't it?
Actually... Okay.
Wristwatch check.
My father's Blue Pope.
We like Pope. Sorry, Rancher, I cut you off. What were you saying?
Oh, that's all right.
Yeah, on the transmission from the 1978 Corvette has a dual spring automatic in the middle of the shaft.
Okay.
Oh, look at that beautiful Rolex there. Look at that. That's gorgeous.
Nice.
That's what we got today. All right. So, Mikey, welcome. How are you, man?
Oh, thanks. Doing good. Excited. I'm going hunting this weekend with my brothers. And,
Sunday already.
So, just preparing for that.
Mikey, do you know what the meaning of life is?
Well,
Rolex?
pretty much get as much pussy as you can while you can.
No, you haven't been watching the ArchieLuxury program. Hang on, we've got a super chat from the medium legend himself.
Medium legend Toyota Mo. $5. Send money now, you cheap, nasty punters. There we
go. Thank you, sir. We appreciate that, Toyota Mo. Welcome.
I wanted to bring something up. I've done a bit of research today. I wanted to get your reaction to this, okay? There's a watch I saw on the forums.
Mm.
And I'm particularly good that we got Clive here because you're an Omega Speedmaster fan.
Omega fan.
Look at this, Clivers. Omega Speedmaster 50th
Holy
anniversary from the personal collection of astronaut Gene Cernan.
Wow. A real
But look at
space
the,
watch.
this is well,
Yep.
now hang on, back the truck up. 100, this is Aussie dollars. It's fucking delusional. 115,000. Now, this watch, I don't believe actually went
No.
to the moon. It didn't, because the actual watch he wore is in the Omega Museum.
Government property.
Yep.
But this watch here was one he may have had, and they're asking.
Or do you think Omega gave it to him after he came back down?
No. At best case, it would have been his backup that he would have taken with him, but not on the moon. It would have been either in the LEM or it would have been wherever. It wouldn't have walked on the moon.
So let's just have a look. Let's
NASA
have a look
didn't
more at
give
the
him a
detail from the
constellation
personal.
prize.
Let's just have a look here what they say here, because let's have a little bit. Let's scratch a bit digger.
Scratch a bit digger.
Scratch a bit deeper. Sorry.
There you
From
go.
the personal collection of astronaut Gene Cernan. Gene Cernan is the last man to ever walk on the moon. Here we have a one-of-a-kind piece of history, an Omega Speedmaster from the personal collection, certificates of authenticity provided.
All right,
Blah,
stop for a
blah.
sec.
Excellent.
So the certificates of authenticity are from who?
Wizard.
If
I
well,
think
if they're from someone like Omega or like that or the like, happy days, right? If they're from someone like Bob's fucking not Bob's watches, because there really is a Bob's watches, but like old mate's fucking watches, I mean, that doesn't mean shit to me.
Now, he actually, just to give you a bit, okay, so it possibly has a letter from him. I think it's a letter from Gene Cernan. Now, just so we know, who the hell are we talking about? Because I don't really know.
I'll bring up Gene Cernan. Hang on.
Oh, just got it here already. I got it already.
Happy days.
Yeah, there we go. That's who he is. So he was a proper astronaut, was an American astronaut, naval aviator, During the Apollo 17 mission, Cernan became the 11th human being to walk on the moon. Okay, now he was born in 1934 and he died in 2017.
Wow.
And
he was was he?
Sorry?
Actually, now the thing is, doctors discovered after they removed their spacesuits and they got medical examinations on board the aircraft carrier, which they brought on board, they discovered Gene had lost more than 13 pounds during a 3-day spacewalk. But brought on by the exertions during the spacewalk.
Yes.
Wow.
It's a good diet program.
I lost that much race just racing cars. You know, the stresses you're under, wearing a super hot fire suit. I got out of the car and you could wring that suit, wring water directly out of the
bloodwood and the pearl into little chunks, and then I put them in the lathe, and I used Elmer's.
So Gene Cernan, right? So I've done I've seen a couple of programs in regards to Gene Cernan and the mission and all that.
Yep.
So this had to have been his personal Speedy?
Correct.
So this was,
well, this here. How much does it cost to go to the moon? Let's have a look there. Adjusted for inflation, it's about 256 or $26 billion. Holy fuck!
All right, who wants to go to the moon with me? I'm cashed. I've got the money. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Just started GoFundMe.
Yeah.
It's Texas State Cemetery. Dang.
So there we go. That's Gene Cernan. Now, the thing is, the question I have is, would you be paid? Now, so this watch in question I believe, did not go to the moon. It wasn't on the moon, but it was apparently worn by him. Okay.
That's all we know.
Is the watch worth? Now, I'd like to
No.
get Doc involved here. Did they even go to the moon, Rancher?
What do you mean?
Did they really go there, or was it just a?
Oh, you're
a
not
hoax?
doing that, are you?
No,
Well, that's one
Come
thing.
on, come on.
How if imagine if you bought this thing and they didn't even go to the moon?
Well, you know,
Do you know who Gene Cernan is? Before I mentioned his name, I never really heard of him. How about you?
Supposedly the last man to walk on the moon, or to go to the moon.
Yes.
I'll put it that way. Yes. And actually, when you think about it, even the one that they stayed aboard the command module, that's technically still going to the moon. He may not, even the one who stayed on the command module, they didn't walk on the moon, but they still went to the moon.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good
They
point.
orbited the moon while
It's
the
like
other
going
two
to the
went
beach
down.
and staying in the car, Rancher.
Well,
Kind of.
still going to, yeah.
It would have been cooler to have been one of the guys that actually put their feet in the sandy moon soil.
Yep. Now,
It's okay. Here's example, right? So we're saying we had the 3 astronauts. You got Apollo 11 as example, right? So you
Right.
got
Yes.
Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin, and you got Collins. Does anyone remember his first name? He's the guy that stayed in the module that kept circling the moon.
Michael Collins.
There you go. But not many people remember his first name. Why? Because he was never really on the moon. Poor
Nope.
bastard.
I think the most famous is who's the most famous? Do you think?
Buzz Aldrin.
Oh,
Neil
Buzz
Armstrong.
Aldrin. Neil Armstrong. Who do you
Neil
think the
Armstrong,
most famous? Neil Armstrong.
Armstrong, then
Um,
Aldrin, and then I
Right,
reckon the next famous astronaut would be I'm having a mind blank now. Not that famous, the name. The Apollo 13 commander, Jim Lovell, because of what happened.
I haven't even heard of him. Oh yeah, the entry out of control and straightening out of the module before it came in.
Yeah, he was the commander of the Apollo 13 mission, Jim Lovell.
Yeah. Okay.
I reckon these would be the if coming to mind, or Gus Grissom because of the incident with the what was it, Apollo? Can't remember which number, but
13, wasn't
fire.
it? Oh,
No, the
I can't
fire pre 11, pre everything.
Oh, okay.
The fire on when it was still on the pad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
where they had to stop and reevaluate the entire thing and redo the whole thing.
Yeah,
Did I
make the door open differently and change the oxygen content? So
did I ever tell you I met John Glenn?
No.
Wow, cool.
Super chat. Speaking of John Glenn, here we got John C.
John C, $10. I received my new Loris Pepsi diver and could not be more pleased.
Ooh.
The watch itself is a tank. The band is a bit cheap to be expected, so I might add a NATO strap. Would red or blue look better?
Well, which model did you end up getting, John C?
Yeah, we might get John C to come on. Let's see if we can.
That'd be all right. Let's. I know you've pinned the link, but I'll drop it here.
Hello, Rancher. Hello, Rancher.
I'm here.
Rancher, you been to the moon? Did you want to go to the moon, Rancher?
No, I would like for you to go on a spacewalk.
He's been to the moon, but only when Ralph Crandom sent him there.
Nice.
One of these days, whoever you are, remember that.
Okay, I'm gonna start a poll.
Yep, let's poll it.
Would you pay? Because that's $115,000. So let's just convert that to Aussie 115. Convert that to Aussie dollars. Aussie 115 to US. So that's 77,000 US smackaroonies. So we're gonna run a poll. Would you pay 77,000 for Gene Cernan's Omega?
No, Bugsy, you're a good guy, but you're not answering in the right place. You got to put it on the poll when it comes out. Neo, $5.
Okay, there we go. There we go. We got the poll happening. And remember, guys, upvote, 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 upvote. We want to try and break the sound barrier there. We got a super chat's just come in from Neo, $5. The key to happiness is destroying your living enemies and then kicking their butt in the afterlife. It has nothing to do about stuff.
Well, there you go.
The other thing, okay, that's a all very good there.
Yeah. I thought the key to happiness was to watch the video that ArchieLuxury posted 2 hours ago.
No.
Now, I actually, do you mind if I just say one thing here?
Yes.
Please.
Okay, so I wanted to get some perspective on this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
To get some perspective, right?
Oh no.
I thought it might be a good idea if we had a look at an advertisement to get some perspective on this. So this is probably one of my favorite advertisements. Let's run this advert now.
What's the reference for the watch?
Do we get kickback for this?
Well, the advertisement, the reason it's Cadillacs, okay? So this is a reference to the moon.
No.
Do we get money for this to run an advert?
There we go.
Why do we work so hard? For what? For this? For stuff?
Wow.
Other countries, they work, they stroll home, they stop by the cafe, they take August off. Off. Why aren't you like that? Why aren't we like that? Because we're crazy, driven, hard-working believers, that's why. Those other countries think we're nuts. Whatever. Were the Wright brothers insane? Bill Gates, Les Paul, Ali.
Yes.
Were we nuts when we pointed to the moon? That's right. We went up there, and you know what we got? Bored. So we left. Got a car up there, left the keys in it. Do you know why? Because we're the only ones going back up there. That's why. I digress. It's pretty simple. You work hard, you create your own luck, and you gotta believe anything is possible. As for all the stuff, that's the upside of only taking 2 weeks off in August. N'est-ce pas?
What do you think, guys? Do you like the advertisement or not?
I liked it.
Because we know we're the only ones. Well, tell that to the Chinese.
Well, yeah, that could put a bit of a dampener on the commercial, but yeah.
And then I'll just show you another advertisement came out from Ford.
He's got moxie.
Ford.
Why do I work so hard? For what? For this? For dirt?
Yep.
Other countries, they work. They stroll to the market and buy locally grown food. Locally.
Nope.
Why aren't we like that? Well, more and more of us are like that because we're crazy entrepreneurs trying to make the world better. Some people might think we're nuts. Whatever. Me, I collect food scraps from restaurants, manure from zoos. Manure. Do you know why? To keep this stuff out of landfills and use it
like manure.
to make good, rich dirt. That's why.
Smells good.
Yeah, look, it's pretty simple. You work hard, you believe that anything is possible, and you try to make the world better. You try. As for helping the city grow good, green, healthy vegetables, that's the upside of giving a damn. N'est-ce pas?
I like the Cadillac one better. He looks more richer. This one just looks more.
Yeah. This was
collecting shit and getting in a half a car. I don't like that.
Also,
blah, 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 blah,
the guy was from Band of Brothers, too.
Yeah. So respect.
Yeah.
What did you think, guys?
Band of Brothers, and the other one was a sister. So that's pretty much, yeah. Yep.
I think he met her at a swingers club. What do you think?
I want the caddy. Oh,
Yes.
I don't want a little half a Ford. I want a full Cadillac with a nice house and the nice cars. And,
Cadillac, yeah.
Cadillac, high-fiving and going back to the moon. And
the car itself, too, was so much better looking, so much nicer looking of a car. Her getting into a little electric hatchback.
Oh.
You know, he got into a sleek-looking caddy, man. Hot rod.
I don't mean to sound like a prick, but you're laughing at the little hatchback. You've got a cue. I mean, let's not fucking throw stones, right?
Oh no, I've got the littlest, ugliest hatchback of all. But I'm just saying, compared to that Cadillac in the first commercial, which was all sleek and swoopty looking.
Whoa. Guys, I'm in an MR2. The other day, I caught myself looking up at someone in a Mini at a stoplight.
Hey?
Yeah, well, some people still like that style.
That's how low. It's so low to the ground. It's like, ooh, stopped. It's like, opened the door, picked up, hey, screwdriver in the road.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, no, I get that.
Yeah. No, my little ugly hatchback is just right. The seats are way up high, high center of gravity, handles terrible.
Now, Mikey, can you tell me Cadillac ELR? How much do they go for? Please tell me, what does a Cadillac ELR 2014 go for?
My guess would probably be around $100,000, 120. That's the electric one, right?
Yeah, but they were a flop, weren't they?
Ooh.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know anything about any new cars. I've not spent 1 minute researching any new cars except for the Ford GT.
2014, isn't that old now?
It's
but I'm talking like I was into cars, into the 70s and earliest 80s cars. I was a hot rod.
All right, so Mikey's still looking at brochures from the 60s and 70s. Rancher, I will ask you the question.
Yes.
The question has been asked.
What question is that?
He wasn't listening. Pontiff, ask him the question. Were they a flop or not? Cadillac ELR, was it a flop or was it good?
It's a flop because it's not. No, Cadillac is older white people. They're not the prime market for electric cars. There's also Super Chat.
Super Chat, Neo, $10. As your pontiff, I hereby proclaim, I'm only here to receive your envelopes of appreciation. Stop thinking I'm here to discuss horology. Clearly, I'm not.
Ooh.
Horology.
We'll get there. We'll get there. There's 3 hours, mate. It's all good. We tried to discuss horology, but John C. won't come on.
Horology.
That too.
Yeah.
Baby cow.
Cadillac starts at $59,000. Holy schmoly.
I bet you there's enough space buffs out there that would pay that in a heartbeat.
All right. Possibly.
Cadillac, Madonna, $59,000. What's better, Lincoln or a Cadillac? We need JJ on here.
Mikey, can you give me a postcode? Give me a Californian postcode. Can you give me a postcode? Give me a postcode.
95403.
95403. And he got super chat. Probably just gave you his own.
Thank you, sir.
No, didn't give you mine.
Now, I just want to show you something. Hang on. We got a super chat here from John C. Loris is the Pantera of Pepsi divers.
I don't think so.
Before we move on, and Rancher gets a feature on his poker machine, John C, can you at least tell us what model Loris you bought so we can tell you if the NATO will work?
Sounds like Space Invaders.
Now, guys, let's have a look. What do these ELRs go for? Here we go, guys. Auto Trader. If we go onto Auto Trader, you can see these Cadillacs. Let's go for lowest. What is the cheapest? An ELR. It's called a Cadillac ELR. $23,000. There we go.
Jimmy sent you a message. It says Archie, the most famous postcode, 90210.
It's 90210. Yeah.
Yeah, use that one. There you go.
That was the show.
Yeah.
90210. Thank you. Beverly Hills.
Nobody's playing. We're just trying to ignore it.
Look at this. 53,000 miles. Cadillac. What do you think? That's actually not bad looking car, is it? What do you think, guys?
Archie, can you read out the reference number to this Loris for a minute, please?
The Loris is RH 925 LX9.
I'm glad they gave a nice, simple reference number. He's got a Pepsi. He's got a Pepsi.
Bring it up. Bring it up. Bring it up.
That already in his question.
What do you think?
That's why he asked which strap would look better, red or blue. Remember? He asked which strap would look better.
Just go black.
Yeah, I tend to think black.
Black, maybe with a red pinstripe. Black. Be done.
Yeah.
John, see, no problems, man. Happy to help. I would say a black seatbelt nylon NATO, one of those nice cushy ones, not those cheap nasty fuckers you get from eBay, with a really nice thin red pinstripe down the middle. I know they make them, so I reckon that would be
red threads.
Yeah.
Red threading, red piping.
And we've got the general in the house, General Saad.
General Saad is in the house. I got to tell you guys, you know what? Let's have a look. I want to show you something on the screen.
Hang on.
I'm going to bring something up on the screen for you. A used Cadillac ELR 2014. Is that getting a bit old? Is that a bit old? What do you think? What do you Americans think of that? Is that a bit old? 2014. What's that? That's over 7 years old. Is that an old car? Tell me, is that old or what is that? Patel Philippe, the first time you sold the Maserati Daytona, it was the right choice. Patek only. Thank you, boss. What do you think? Is that expensive? Is that 2014 Rancher? If you're looking at a car, is that dear or what is that?
What is that? It's about how much a new Corolla goes for, which means you're an idiot.
Okay, but it's a Cadillac. It's an electric. You never have to buy it again.
Understand it's a Cadillac.
Cadillac.
This is a good car that you can put bodies in the boot and take them out the desert. Thing is, it's electric. Will it make it the full trip, or will you get busted halfway because you run out of power? This is the thing.
Yep.
This is what's on every mafia boss's mind. Will I make the return trip from dumping the body? That's all they care about.
Beautiful, Nick. Look at this.
If I get halfway back, it conks out, and the local police pull me, catch up to me. And I've got blood in the boot. I'm screwed, right? So,
gendarmes.
What do you think, Clivers? Is this a good car or not?
I'm gonna have to plead.
It's a good car for you, Archie.
Is it a good car? Yes. Actually, look at this. That suede's gone a bit funny. Look at the suede. The suede.
Yeah, got a bit shit ass, but you don't drive much anyway, Archie. So you could buy one of these like brand new.
Yeah.
Right, and it would look new. It doesn't matter. You barely touch the thing.
$427 a month. All we care about is the payment. What do you think? Is that Cadillac nice? $26,000. Clive, what stops you buying one of these Cadillacs?
Brains.
Thank you.
There you go. I knew what he'd say. I just thought I'd answer it for him.
You know, if Mike the Snake can't set fire to it, it's not worth having.
No, these things will set fire to themselves. They're electric. And we got the boss man, super chat.
Boss man, Patel Philippe. AC3, check the video for Derv Stiefel's latest acquisition. Give us your assessment. Okay, it's coming up. I'm getting it now.
Let's do it.
I got to download this thing. Just give me a minute. Got to download it.
Super shit. Super.
Where's the crown on this watch?
Oh God. Oh God. I've got more audio files. All right, let's play them.
Yeah, I'll tell you the conditions. Number one, you gotta stay the fuck away from my sponsors or I'll break your fuck.
Okay, well.
Yeah. Here we go. We got Neo, $10. Today, Tim Musso. Do you remember my... Here we go. Neo, $10. Today, Tim Musso. Do you remember Musso, the guy who discusses watches? Suggested we look at the Omega Museum collection over the VC Historiques. What do you think? Bring up some examples. Okay, we
definitely
will
won't be
do
doing
that.
then.
Just before I do that, I'm going to just bring up one thing on the screen. We'll just bring up something on the screen here to have a look. This is the Fatan Zeal. We're just going to bring this up on the screen now. Have a look.
Booyah! Look at that.
Beautiful watch. Look at that.
Looks
I had
good.
a yellow gold one. Absolutely beautiful.
You know, those are really good, big in Asia too.
100%. They're beautiful. Look at that. It's just
Gorgeous piece.
what a wonderful watch.
Good size for him too.
I think he's wearing it really tight.
Surdy Danny's in the audience.
Surdy
Surdy
Danny. Hello,
Danny.
Surdy. Hello, Surdy Danny.
Talking about NATO straps.
NATO straps. Yes,
Danny,
sirree. That's what we're
John
talking
C wanted
about.
a NATO strap. Any you can recommend? Your tea and Snickers, whatever it is, can recommend. And yeah, that Protect, yeah, guys, that's fucking perfection. He's talking about the Protect. That was nice. He was wearing it a bit too far down the wrist, if that makes closer to the hand, but it looked a bit.
Now, guys, we're doing that poll there, and 89% say no, they wouldn't pay $77,000 for Gene Cernan's Omega Speedy. Now, speaking of Omega Speedies, let's bring up the Omega. What's that? What was Tim Mosso saying there before? It's the Omega Museum Collection. Let's bring it up, Timely.
Yeah, I'll have a look.
Hey, did you call for free?
That was a sneeze.
Yeah, why?
Free sneeze, that's worse.
Yeah. Because then, hey.
Thank you. Let's have a look at this. Omega Museum Collection. Museum.
Brought it up.
Oh,
Museum.
yeah,
The Omega
it.
Museum Collection.
Who we got jumping on? Oh, we got Naki. Oh, come on.
Ooh, look at the holy fuck, that middle one. What the fuck is with that bracelet?
You mean the lugs?
Even Rancher wouldn't like that. Even the Rancher wouldn't like that. I like the two either side. If you had to pick one, just quickly, which one would you? I'd pick the first one. I think that's beautiful.
Yeah, I'd be going the first one as well.
The oblong pushes. I think that's probably nicest. The one in the middle, fuck me dead. What the hell is that? Hey, Nark, how are you? What's going on, Narky?
Good to see you talking about fucking watches. No one wants to hear about your car talk, Arch. It's self-indulgent. No one wants to hear about it. And Rancher, you're stealing my shtick. The clips, that's mine. Get your own shtick.
How are you going, Naki? By the way, I got a friend of mine who wants to play poker with you. When can we arrange that?
Right.
Can you put your email address in the private chat? I'll send the details through to him.
Yeah, all right. No worries, no problem. Get back. No car talk.
Car talk.
What's this on the screen now? It's a watch, man.
Yeah, but Tommy, you got to get him on topic.
No. Don't fucking timely this. The man, it's the ArchieLuxury show.
I thought it was pretty good. We spoke about I had the Omega watch. I was wearing my Speedy. I had the tie-in to this ridiculous listing. I then ran the Cadillac advertisement.
On the watch. Come on, man. We're doing
By the way, smell your t-shirt through my screen. Wash it, please.
Thank you.
I'm wearing a watch that sticks with the space theme.
Yeah, he's poking it today.
Yeah. This thing keeps such totally great time.
Oops. Went a bit too far.
It's Sir E. Danny. Hey, Sirdy, how are you?
He's not on yet.
No, he's not on your angle.
Want me to add
There
him?
we go. I got
It'll
him.
be all right if you click me on.
I got you there, mate.
You go.
How's it doing?
All right, mate. What about yourself?
Oh yeah, just getting into a bit of a fisty with fucking Mark there for a second.
Oh,
You guys, you gotta do more watch talk. You gotta do more watch talk. Timely, you gotta fucking put him on the right track.
No.
Hi,
Hey,
Archie.
hey,
Stop
hey,
licking my stick, dickhead.
Most of what we've been doing has been fucking watch talk. We talked about electric cars for about 10 minutes, man. That's it. Otherwise, we spoke about Gene Cernan's fucking thingy. We spoke about a Loris and what strap to go on, and we're doing this. And we've got Ali Reza, 3366.
3366. You're a small transformer sent to Earth by Optimus Prime to scope out intelligent watch collector life. What watches do you mimic in your search for intelligent life? Need 4 options. Simple. Reverso, Speedy, Patek Calatrava, and a Rolex Submariner.
Yeah, you can't disagree with that. And see, look, here, John C's got my back. Look, you guys, we were chatting Loris earlier. 100%, see?
Yeah,
You
exactly.
just tuned in at the last minute, didn't bother watching the show, and then wanted to give us all a fucking hiding. And because it's a nice, luxurious super chat, Ali Reza, thank you. We're going to play this.
Baby cow going mad in a field. You make me feel so goddamn real. Baby cow going mad in a field. Growing up to be somebody's meal. Baby cow, why don't you shake that ass? And I'll reward you with some blades of grass. Baby cow.
Baby cow.
This is nice. It's Amiga.
It's pretty, eh?
Beautiful.
I think it's nice that it's different as well. I like that.
Well, it's not just a. Oh wait, there's a super chat. Never mind.
Hang on. Before we get to that, Nick Miller, because I had some big requests for it yesterday, man. Fuck, if you're watching the show, you'd know that. You wouldn't be asking dumb questions.
Yes, that's exactly right there.
And Patel Philippe, the boss man.
Patel Philippe, $5.50. Lamborghini Miura versus Ferrari 250 short wheelbase. You know what? I actually want Pat Tan. I want the 250 GTE, the 2+2. That's what I would prefer.
All right. Now, if I'm going to pick one of these, if it's the Ferrari 250, it's going to Ferrari 250. But Miura's nice, but the 250 has to be it.
But would you go for the short wheelbase or would you go for the 2+2? Because I think the 2+2 is a much more usable car. I could put the kids in the back.
Hey, Nick Miller, have a fucking break, man.
Even though the GTE was a lot cheaper.
Yeah.
God, I love
What's wrong with Nick Miller? What the hell's wrong with him? Can I ask you that?
Catch your breath, and you can come back to the show. There we go, brah. $2.20.
$2.20. Why is Bear hospitalized? Speedy recover, brother.
Is he hospitalized?
I'll just give him a nervous breakdown. Blow on his brains.
Yeah.
Hey, Danny, what are you wearing there? What's that gold thing on your wrist there, Danny? Put that up. Look at that. Looks beautiful. That looks really beautiful on his wrist.
Yep.
Beautiful stuff. I got to tell you, Timely, that is actually one sexy Omega there. That is really, yeah. Look, for Bear, if you're watching, we love you. Our prayers and thoughts. I'm going to send a message to Bear there. Bear, we love you. Please come back soon.
Bear will
We
be
miss
back.
you.
Bear will be back. As soon as Bear can be back, Bear will be back.
Everyone on the stream wants you back. There we go. Beautiful. I got to tell you, this is actually quite a lovely Omega. How much is this stuff?
It's a museum piece. It's not for sale.
Not for sale. Beautiful piece.
Archie, it reminds me of your Patek. That's a museum piece as well, isn't it? It never gets worn.
18K yellow gold. Beautiful. Look at that. Coaxial chronometer. Hang on. Coaxial chronometer. This is what? Modern recreation.
Also, is anyone here living in Charleston? Because Ron the Shrink is apparently there and he's ripped.
Still a beautiful piece.
Why is he ripped? I don't get you. What does that mean?
I think he's drunk. Or in other words, yeah, he's shit-faced. That's what I would guess. Either that, or he's been lifting he's been spending the entire time in a gym. But I'm kind of thinking it's the first one.
Just quickly, too many questions about Bear. All I'm going to say is this, so I know what's going on with Bear. Bear is okay. Bear just needs some time, and Bear will be back on the show. There's nothing wrong with Bear. Bear is fine, okay? That's all you need to know. It's his own private information he doesn't want disclosed, so he'll be back as soon as...
exactly right. I got to tell you that I think this Omega is quite nice. I think they're available. That's why he said, I think they're available.
Piaget.
Piaget. This is the new, was Apollo.
Now, let's be honest there, Timely. Piaget, I don't know, Piaget was a big seller in Australia. What do you think, Piaget?
Shit.
Shy. John C.
If Rolex equals Porsche, what does Loris equal? I'd say Hyundai.
Electric
Kia?
scooter.
Kia.
Yeah,
I'd say Kia.
Great Wall, Kia, or Cherry?
MG.
Oh, MG. Okay, yeah, all right, MG.
Oh, no.
Lotus is Panther.
Kneel before Zod.
I'll just be 1 minute, guys. I'll be back. I was going to get some water. 1 minute.
No problems.
Actually, let's go.
So, Rancher, Piaget, new one in 36 mil.
Yeah, a little bit small. Tiny bit small.
Just a bit.
Just as bit. Yeah.
Just a
I think they did it 40 mil though. It looked fucking even uglier, wasn't it?
Then again, it's like, well, you can't really get a Aquanaut, so I'll get a Piaget.
Yeah, look, if this was, call it 40 mil, this would be, I reckon, a good selling piece.
Day of reckoning.
I think it looked proper shit at 40 mil.
You reckon?
Yeah, it looks shit as it is, but 40 mil.
No one's really going to buy it anyway in the watch hobby, right?
I had thought about it. If I ran across a good enough deal on one, maybe. Actually, but what I've really been looking at and what I've been theming for is just to go in and start looking at find some funky vintage Omegas, because you can still find some great Omega Steel Sports from the 70s.
Yeah.
For a great price.
Yes, this is true. Or, instead of that Piaget, would you guys buy this?
Ooh. I'd just give up collecting watches.
Hello. Tune into ArchieLuxury. He does live streaming 3 da 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 da. Tune into ArchieLuxury.
Where the fuck did that come from? That's Ring Alive.
Tone deaf. Completely tone deaf.
Hello. Clivis, how are you? Can I say something horrible about this Loris, if you don't mind me saying it? It's a bit of a...
Say something nice after.
I was going to say, it's just really, it looks very much like Mikey's Pog, doesn't it? It's got the crown at 4.
Pog.
Right?
Pog! Oh, it doesn't fit around my ankle, man.
I think it's kind of... Would you buy this shit?
I'll tell you the conditions. Number one, you're going to stay the fuck away from me. You fucking asshole! I will fucking do
Huh.
Thank you, Rancher. Rancher, you always bring a nice element to the show. Patel Philippe Busman, $5.50. Lamborghini SE Jota versus Ferrari 599 GTO. Now, I've actually been in a Lamborghini Diablo.
You've actually been a Diablo. Actually, you are a
You
Diablo.
know what I would say, seriously, guys? You know what I would say?
I'm Diablo.
Holy shit, Serty, Danny, that thing you just sent me. Holy fuck, sorry. Sorry, this is I need to mention. Do you mind if I mention this too? I can't take my eyes off of it. Sorry. Okay, well, look, let me just get out of that because otherwise I will not. I just can't take my eyes off that. That is. Sorry, we were talking. It's here we go. Oh shit, the X19. What the fuck? $10,000?
Hang on.
Yep.
Pick a car.
Yep.
Okay, so we're talking.
Or Ferrari.
Ferrari V12 front 599. I love the 599. I think the 599. I think the 599 is one of the problem with these fucking cars is. Can I tell you what the fucking problem with these fucking cars is? The problem with these fucking cars is
themselves.
They are fucking expensive. You know what the service costs on this sort of fucking thing or not?
It's got to hurt, Arch.
These are fucking ridiculously expensive to maintain. Ridiculously. Now, if we have a look at the Lamborghini, and it's a Diablo. What Diablo? What was it again? Give me the other specs.
It was the SE.
SE.
Jota. J-O-T-A.
Jota. What the hell is the Jota? I don't even know what the fuck a Jota. Holy shit. I'm
still going the Ferrari. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You know why? You know why? Because this is a supercar. That's a Grand Tourer. This thing will bust your fucking ass when you go to drive it. You'll feel like you had a drive. The Grand Tourer, you'll have all the performance and whatever, but you'll get out nice, refreshed, relaxed. It'll be a beautiful drive. You know, this thing will break your fucking back and probably cook you to death.
You know, yeah. Sorry, where were you guys?
I don't know. Where were you?
Jota.
You there? Archie.
He's got his mind full now. Your mind's elsewhere in it, Archie.
You have to defrag the brain every day just to keep the files in the right.
Just bringing something up here. I just want to show you. I found something interesting. So the actor who played that Cadillac advertisement, his name is his real life name is actually Neil McDowell.
Yes.
Here we go.
Oh, I love that. That's one of my favorite things I've ever done.
The actor's on the left, by the way.
And there's been some controversy about it. And
yeah, I love a little controversy. That was, I got to really kind of, in a commercial, get to say exactly how I really feel about, myself in life in the United States and being an American, and the pride that I have in being an American and that go for it mentality that I love so much.
Exactly. Yeah. Work hard, get what you want.
That's right.
Work hard, get what you want, Timely. You hear that?
It was funny. Bill Maher crucified that commercial, but he said, but Neil McDonough was really great in it. However, it's so pro-American. It's just rubbish. I don't know.
Uh-oh. Buffering.
I'd rather work smart and get what I want.
Okay. It's not mine. I'm on Wi-Fi.
It was.
There you go. Speaking of legends, look who we've got who's just joined us with a Negroni. Hey man! Holy fuck! What's that? Is that the blue one? What color? Is that the black one or the blue one? Sorry.
Blue.
Fuck! That looks beautiful,
I
man.
know it looks black in a lot of lights, but get it in the sun right, and it's beautiful.
No. It's beautiful, man. Man, it's great to have you on the show. We've just been talking
Happy to be here.
watches, the moon landing, Cadillac ELR. Speaking of Cadillac ELRs, would you ever buy a Cadillac ELR?
So
that was the electric one.
No.
It's got to be more reliable than your Lincoln.
It's gonna hurt, Archie.
1988, I bought a Lincoln
Stinkin'
Cadillac Seville. Was it a Seville? Let me think. I had a big ass Cadillac, and they kept stealing the hood ornament, and it leaked oil. I kept it 11 months, and I just got tired of oil in my driveway, and they just could never fix the damn thing. So I have.
Mark, you realize electric cars don't have oil, right?
Yeah, no, I know that. Would I order another Cadillac? I'm not really opposed to Cadillac these days, but I'm not ready to own an all.
Super Chats Brew, $2.20. Arch, give us 3 life advices for those 20 plus and why. I think the best thing you can do is
that's not even a dollar per advice.
My Rolex.
That's not even a.
Don't
For
buy
one.
gas.
I reckon get a Rolex, get a job, and move out of your parents' house. There's 3 bits of advice.
Right.
You know what, guys? I tell you what I've been doing lately. Can I just tell you something, guys? What I've been looking at lately is I realized the key to happiness. It's semi-retirement.
Super chat. Oh,
here we go. Yankee Doodle, $20. Is $6,000 too much for a minty box papers type 20? Actually, Yankee, I actually paid. I had a box. I had the Erin Vale leather strap with the date. Box papers. This was stolen by the burglars. I think I paid $6,500 or $6,000. That was Aussie. So what do I think of 6? I think maybe a bit high. 5 is kind of the money, but in New York, you gotta pay what you gotta pay. Mean streets of New York.
The trouble is, though, watch prices have been going up.
And the thing is, too, if it's really, really minty, you want to get the best example you can get. So maybe it's not terrible. It's not a bargain. It's not a bargain. Bargain. It's not a bargain, but it's.
Sad, I think you're going to have to jump on the panel and explain what you're talking about, mate, because it's mate.
America.
Mate.
Clyde's number one piece of
Mercedes number
life
1.
advice.
You get a gold star if you know the movie. What movie was that? Mercedes number 1.
No idea.
Crickets.
Do you think you could smash it then on your own?
I'm just trying to remember. I'm trying to remember if I can work it out myself.
Yeah, ready? I'm going to put the timer on for you, Archie.
No idea. Can I show you?
No.
One.
No.
You're terrible, Clyde.
Can I show you something that I love? Can I show you something or not?
All right.
Can I show you something or I can't?
Is it not?
Yes or no?
You shan't.
Sorry?
Ladyboys.
Can I
Hey.
show you something?
Hi, Mark.
Ladyboys. Mike.
Hey.
The snake.
How you doing, buddy?
I was gonna show you my favorite commercial.
Mikey!
Okay, I won't. It's not going well.
Why not?
You want to see it?
Yeah. No. Yes.
No.
You
I
wanna
want to
see
see
it?
If it drags out any longer, no.
Okay, this is my favorite. This is my favorite commercial. I love the music. I love everything about this. Look at this. Now, do you actually see this here, right? Did you see this here? It says, "Dear petrol heads, of course we know this car actually has a parking brake with a foot pedal. but it just looks damn good like this in the film. Have a look.
Well, fucking Pablo Escobar.
During the final minutes of your guided meditation,
Pablo Escobar.
These stunts have been performed by professional drivers. We strongly recommend not to do them. Thank you.
Sorry, guys. These times might be over soon. Thanks to the new S-Class, with future-ready technology.
This parking function will be available for use on public roads as soon as regulations and infrastructure allow.
No, that's sci-fi. That's not real. That's not going to happen.
Read the super chat.
Okay, guys, here we go. Neo, $10. We've got $10 super chat from Neo Negrani. Neo says the toxicity level is dangerously high. We need the narc.
Super duper chat.
Ooh. And now we got Malik Diamond. $20. $20. Archie, what do you think of the new Mint Skydweller? How would you rank the dial colors of the steel Skydwellers best to worst?
Well, while we're getting all that set up,
Baby super chat, baby super chat. Na 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 na. Baby super chat, baby super chat.
Bring in some super chats. Let's get this thing happening. Super chat, baby. Super chat. Let's get this on, baby. There we go. And we got Mark dancing in the background. I had Mark dancing in the background. I gotta tell you, the Sky Dwellers, I reckon worst. There's no bad Sky Dwellers. Okay, there's no bad Sky Dwellers. Okay, that's not really fair to say. Okay, so here we go. Adding to screen. Holy shit, the mint is gorgeous. Absolutely love it. Love it. Love it. Love it.
That's tied for first place with the blue. Although, because it's a brand new one, you gotta have to give it an edge. So maybe that's the best one. It's new.
It's beautiful.
I like this green one and that white one that you had, Arch.
Yeah, I have to. They don't have the white anymore.
I don't know, but I just bought the
They
white.
might have dropped the white. They might have dropped the white.
yeah, dropped it. This is what they have, right? So, oh no, they got it. Hang on.
Yeah.
So the worst
Green
one
is the new black.
Black, white, blue, green.
I would have to say black, blue, white, green. Yeah, I'd actually agree with Marky there, Mark. I totally.
You've got to answer the question first. Take it easy.
I would have to. Sirocco sales $2. My skip ads button is broken. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'd have to agree with Mark's lineup there. Totally support you, Marky. Totally. Super chat. We've got a super chat in here, guys. AD never calling $10, watching and hoping to hear Mark say, Goldberg out! time to leave, Mark. Men, oh, what the hell? We love our
All
Mark.
right,
Mark, I love you.
No. It
Mark,
takes more
You
than
go,
10
I
bucks.
go.
Mate.
I love
go.
I love AD. I love AD's never calling hate, and I love his money. It's all
yes,
good.
thank you.
It's all good. Hate me more, send more money. It's all for the common good.
Exactly. Have you guys ever thought about, Marky, have you thought about semi-retirement?
You know, I really am glad you're following up on that because I want to hear your take on semi-retirement, but I feel like I am right now. So
okay, semi-retirement it's like unemployment without the depression. Does that make sense? See, I'm going to embrace this YouTube falling. You know, my numbers are coming down a fair bit.
Yeah.
Thinking about getting rid of the Beamer. Well, you know what? I'm getting rid of it for environmental reasons. I don't think it's good for the planet. You know what I mean? Going to get a bicycle. You know what I mean?
He wants to buy an electric Cadillac.
You good for the planet? An ox cart.
Listen, I used to work 14-hour days. I mean, when you work at home, it's very tempting and very easy to just continue to work throughout the day. And dogs, you know, when you are personally responsible for like 15 dogs at a time, you're spending all day long just taking care of them, individually pottying them, feeding them, training them, taking care of them. But
teaching them to read super chats, keeping them away from biting lady boys. Yeah, I understand.
But these days, I consider myself semi-retired. I work a much easier schedule, and I work at home. It's a beautiful thing. I write, I train dogs, I talk to clients, I do emails, and when you break it all down, it's probably no more than 7 hours a day. So it feels like semi-retirement. But
could have been the other way around. You could have trained the clients and talked to the dogs.
You know what, though? That's so much harder. Let me tell you what. I just finished believe me, I just finished a 2-hour session of doing just that. If you want to come in here and have me give you the do-it-yourself plan with your dog, okay? You wouldn't believe what I can do for you in 2 hours. I charge $500 for it, but I'm dealing with the human, and that's draining. But it's $500 in 2 hours. Not a bad deal.
Here we
I want
go.
the fucking dog to talk for that price.
But Mark Goldberg is the best. He is the best, the greatest dog trainer in America. Mr. Valjoux, $5. As a gay man, I consider Mark to be one of the people. As a gay man, as Mr. Valjoux, $5. As a gay man, I consider Mark to be one of the men. Proof are the manly large watches he wears on his wrists. Keep it going, Mark. 100% I agree with you. I identify as an indigenous lesbian as well. Can I say that to you, Marky?
You may indeed. You may indeed.
Why not?
Let me tell you what. It takes a real man to stare down a 100-pound Rottweiler who wants to eat you. I mean, actually, myself and one of my trainers are gay. There's 3 of us here. 2 of us are gay. And, you know, my gay trainer took a bite from a 140-pound Rottweiler the other day, put 4 stitches in him, and he was training dogs the next day with 4 stitches in him off of a 140-pound Rottweiler. I dare you people. I dare you people to step into my world because we deal with the, we deal with danger and dogs that want to kill you every day. And I'm not bragging. I'm just saying, hey, you know what? I'm comfortable in my masculinity and I'm not worried about you people. The guys you have to watch out for are the uber straight people who, like 2-3 tequilas in, are very straight to their knees. That's been my experience. What's your
Mark?
Yes,
how the fuck do you be gay? Yeah, because getting bummed, yeah. Sorry about my words I use, but house bit.
But
when I go to the toilet and have a shit, yeah.
What makes you think I get bummed?
Well,
there's the bummer and the bummy. He's the bummer.
Sir,
what I'm saying is
bummer, dude.
Look, I gotta tell you, I love gay men. You know that? I've
I've not got no problem with gay people. I'm just asking.
I want to explain life to Surdy Danny. And I may have to connect an electrode to one of those teeth to send a shot of electricity into that brain to stimulate those brain cells. But let me tell you what, in this world, we have pitchers and we have catchers. And we have people who like both and we have people who like neither. you just shouldn't you should not make an assumption as to what I like and what I do. That's all I'm saying.
No, but what I'm saying is when I go to the toilet and have a
Should not
shit,
make
tears come out of my
assumptions
eyes like a
as to
girl,
what he
so I don't
likes.
know how you do it.
But look.
What makes you think I do it?
Yes, that's a good point. I love your response, Mark. You know what, Mark? Sir E, maybe
Stop
you should
being a
see.
soft cock. I'm only asking you a question. He's answering my question.
Well,
He's fine with it.
Let me explain it to you. I'm going to say it again, and I'm messing with you a little bit, Serty.
No, I'm not bothered.
But I'm
I'm
going to say
asking
it again. I'm going to say it again slow, because I know my accent is very difficult for you to understand.
I can understand you.
You have your pitchers, you have your catchers, and then you have your in-betweens. I fall
And you have
somewhere
chubby
in-
chasers as well.
You know what, Archie? Actually, funny that you should mention that.
Oh, Jesus.
I've had a couple of friends who were like gay and like, when I say obese, I'm talking about like morbidly obese, who always had the most beautiful boyfriends. There are some guys who just love 300-400 pound men. I don't get it, but it exists.
Super
Solace,
Super chat.
€2.50. Hello all. Great show, Arch. Look at that. Solace has just made my day. He's a fantastic guy. Patel Philippe, $5.50. What's got more bite, Mark? A chow chow or that Negroni?
That's actually, what's really weird is how much like general knowledge Patel Philippe actually has, because the chow chow is like, I would vote the chow as the bitiest breed there is.
It's a fighting dog.
It's a bitey breed.
And we would still say the Negroni.
No, we would not. I will not take a chow in my board and train program if it's over 6 months of age anymore. I'm just done lion taming. I just
they're bred as fighting dogs because their skin's so loose.
I just don't like lion taming anymore. And they indeed they are a bitey breed, Not that you can't train them, certainly you can, but they like biting. They just enjoy it way too much.
Do you take in pit bulls?
Oh, tons of them. Yeah, most of them are very nice.
Yeah. Okay. I just recently got bit by a what is it? Something Malamute.
Alaskan Malamute.
A what?
Alaskan Malamute. They look like a wolf.
Mark versus Mark.
Either an Alaskan Malamute or a Belgian Malinois. They kind of sound alike.
Yeah, Belgian Malamute. It looks like a Brindle
They're talking
Shepherd.
about fucking ice cream flavors or something here, like Belgian.
Car talk or dog talk? We got
Look
car
like
talk or dog
German
talk.
Shepherd. Is basically.
Well, what you're talking about, Mike, the snake, is a Dutch Shepherd, and if you got bit by one properly, you'd have a lot of stitches, to be honest.
He nailed me from behind and just missed my artery and put a big slit in the back of my leg and left me highly bruised.
Sounds like date night around my house, to be honest. But
yeah.
No,
No, that dog,
if you're ever in
that dog
Chicago,
bit
buddy,
4 other people. and
certainly
they didn't-
Chicago. If you are ever in Chicago, I would love to take you out to one of the bars and just show you how it works. And you'd have a great time, and I'm going to tell you why. Because you have that rugged, raw masculinity look. You would never buy a drink. Nobody would bother you. Nobody would harm you.
I'm not homophobic. I would just. This is just how I speak, and it might come across.
I know. I'm just
vulgar.
saying. Like you would literally not buy a drink because you look like SAS Special Forces, and I'm just
He
saying.
does. He could play it in a Die Hard movie. He was an extra in the Die Hard movie, isn't he?
I'm just
I
saying.
can vouch that gay bars
You're
are
not offended,
fun
are you,
as
man?
hell.
I'm just
You
saying.
have more fun at a gay bar than you will at a regular bar.
If you're ever in my neck of the woods, Serty, I'm taking you to the bar, and you're gonna have an amazing time.
You're not offended.
Yes, you're talking to Jason Stratham's stunt double right here, mate.
Yeah,
But you look like this. Now that you mention it, you look like him.
Yeah, the porno shop I used to run was on Pike and Pine in Seattle, which is like.
Mike, what have you not done, Mike? What have you not done?
Follow this conversation.
I thought that was common knowledge. Okay.
Well, let me ask you a question, Mike. Did you have booths in the back?
Did I what?
Did you have booths in the back of the store?
Did you have power
well,
booths
next door to me was like a
Did you have
girl's
John
window,
Wilkes booths?
window roll up, and you put money in, and the window would roll up, and the girls would dance.
Where were the glory holes?
There was no glory hole in mine. But that was the business next
Mike,
to me.
we're all
Was
getting glory hole. What you might?
Clyde. But I ran the girls and sold the videos, and it was mainly a video store that I took care of. And then next to it was the girls, and then next to that was a kind of a
Jaws. I was
unspoken-
thinking about Jaws too. Yeah.
Here we go. Super chat. We got a super chat from Malik Diamond, $10. Surdy, best role is the villain in that one Bond movie.
I've always been a villain, mate.
Yes, and we've got Yankee Doodle. Mark, ever been to the Cock in the East Village?
No, the only places I've ever been in New York were was a gay bar named Splash, and believe it or not, this was not just a gay place, but it was kind of mixed. Who among you remember the Limelight? I mean, they got shut down for like cocaine murders, all kinds of crazy shit. But there was a nightclub in New York called Limelight, and it was built into an abandoned Catholic cathedral. It was the coolest place on earth.
Mark, how many Protestant cathedrals do we have?
Well, you'd have to tell
How
me.
many Jewish cathedrals do we have? I'm just
Now,
curious.
you just got to thank Malik Diamond.
Baby super chat, baby super chat. Na 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 na. Baby super chat, baby super chat.
Bring in some super chats. Let's get this thing happening. Super chat, baby. There's Mark dancing there. Thank you so much.
Hey, Mark, have you ever heard of the End Up bar in San Francisco?
I have not. I went to a lesbian bar in San Francisco called Xanadu, where I made fun of the lesbians. I made friends with the lesbians, but at first they were going to like beat me up because they like did not want a dude in their bar, but it turned out okay.
Yeah. No, some of those the dykey girls with the buzzed haircuts can get a little aggressive. Yeah.
No, you're not. You know what, Mike? You are not wrong. But what it is they sort of anticipate that guys are going to be like assholes, and they're going to come to their bar like they own it. And if you come in like humble and friendly, I love women and I love dykes. So
but you can kind of tell like the buzzed haircut, kind of heavier, bear. If you bear equivalent women, they already kind of have a man-hating like aura about them.
But you know what though? If you come in.
Dykes can really hold their water.
If you come in and you submissively pee, then you're going to be okay.
Nice.
That's all I got.
But I will concur that gay bars are more fun, honestly, than a regular bar. If you're just a single guy,
Mike,
you won't pay for drinks. Mark's
story.
right.
Quick story. I promise to be quick about this. I had a very good-looking friend who was straight, and I said, "Let's go to the bar." And he goes, "No. I'm afraid I don't want to." And then he didn't buy a drink all night. They were buying him drinks. He was so good looking. And finally, I said, "Tell them you're straight." And they were all like disappointed. But by the end of the night, not only was he drunk for free, but he was on top of a box whipping his shirt around because he was shirtless now, with like guys throwing dollar bills into his shorts. So I'm just saying, you can have fun with these people. They're not going to rape you, but they will get you drunk and show you a really good time. That's all I'm saying.
Yep. That's been my experience too.
Absolutely right, Mike. And not only that, Mike, but correct me if I'm wrong, they kind of like the straight guys because the tension is broken. They know
they do.
We're not getting anywhere. We may as well just have a good time.
It's kind of like, well, I'm not getting any luck, so let's talk to this guy kind of thing. And you're the odd man out. Even if you walk in and you let it be known you're straight, then they find you interesting anyways. And I guarantee you won't pay for drinks. Because guys like to buy guys drinks. That
is correct.
And there was a bar in Seattle that I used to go to. I forget the name of it, but you order a gin and tonic and it came in a pint glass. They like to get you hammered real quick, and they did have a glory hole there.
Jimmy has a question. He wants to know if you've ever had your shirt off in a gay bar.
Me?
Yeah,
swinging it round in cowboy pants.
Exactly.
I have to be honest. No.
I'm gonna play. Well, you know what? There's still time, Mike. There's still time.
I fucking remember that.
Yeah, like roast a skunk you banged.
Oh, Michelle, the neighborhood pet.
Skank, not a
Oh,
skunk.
a skanky bang. I actually banged a skank that was stinky as a skunk. Oh my god. It was the worst. It was fucking horrible. Everything was going cool till I fucking went down there, and then I just was like, "Oh my, what is this?"
Yeah, anyhow,
No.
we know the story. We know the story,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
we're
we
going
know
to
that
try and
story.
get the show back onto track here. We've got another one here. Patel Philippe, $5.50. Danny, how much food did you order the other day, man? With that massive fish. What the fuck? Archie sent you the pic on WhatsApp for Danny's appetizer. Yes, that's actually the photo. I was actually Tan. I was drooling over that before. And just very quickly, Mr. Valju, $2. Mike, I had a place First and Broad on First and Broad. First and Broad. Let's have a look at that Danny food. That food there looked absolutely. What is? I want you to explain. I'm going to bring it up, and I want you to tell me what the hell this was, because it looks absolutely scrumptious. What is it here? Tell me what it is. I want to know exactly what food. So I can see we've got chips. We've got what's these burgers? What's the burgers?
Cajun spice chips. Two like Mexican style beef burgers, cheeseburgers, two chicken wraps, one's pulled chicken peri wrap, and forgot what.
Shit, that looks good.
And what's that? Is that a lasagna? What's that thing in the plate there?
Who gives a fuck? I see French fries.
I forgot what they call
Archie,
it.
I've just got something quick to say, Archie. I was going
Yes.
to come on here and roast Mike tonight, but there's absolutely fuck all I can do to top what Mike's already said, so I won't be coming on again for tonight.
I think the thing on the far right is a chili relleno.
It's like that's like in a
That's
wrap,
my
and it's got,
favorite.
like,
Chile relleno.
Nice.
You know what?
I've
You
got
know
to
what
take this
taco
call.
out of
It's a telemarketer.
No worries.
But like, I thought they were full of shit. They said, "Oh, it's big, you won't eat it," and I thought, "Oh, you're full of shit."
Well, how much was it? How much was that?
Shit.
We're
I'm
only
not sure
20
if you're talking about somebody who's lying or somebody who's having gay date night.
How much was it? And we got Narc on here. Hey, Narc, what do you think of this food? Give me your.
You fat fuck. That's what he's gonna say.
Dude, I would eat all of that.
What's going on here?
Mark, could you
You
smack
showed
that
disrespect to your viewers, Arch. Look, you stupid fuck.
Yeah, we've seen that one before.
Mark,
we've seen
could you
that
eat
one
that on your
before.
own?
Narc. There we go. That's the food.
Oh my God, we're
I have a phone call. I gotta take it. You do it every day.
Yeah, that's Narc.
Narc.
There we go. That's the food. How much was that? How much was that? I'm laughing at his own jokes. How much was that? How much was that food?
20 quid. It's not much, is it?
You were there by yourself? And what's in the tray there? Like they look like they're fried. What are they?
Which tray?
You know, the one next to the two burgers there, next to diagonal to the chips.
Oh yeah, like what do they call them? Like Dorito things.
Yes.
Like that with like guacamole, salsa.
Yeah.
And...
Oh, okay. Fuck. What sort of food is that?
A lot of this is fabricated, and in any case, he was pounding me and relentlessly badgering me so hard to the point where I was screaming, "No!"
Yeah, there we go.
Oh my God, what would I not eat at this moment in time? There is not a lot that I.
What do you think, Timely? Would you eat this? I reckon this
Fucking oath. Looks good.
Yes.
Mark could probably call me a fat fuck, but I'd still eat it. I don't care.
What's with the peas at the side there? What's the peas?
Who would not eat
peas? Oh, that won't mine. I thought
there's no peas there.
What peas?
Top corner, they won't
What
mind.
are you looking at?
No, it's on about in corner. My brother's got some.
Hey, Narc, what do you think, Narc?
Oh,
This
yeah.
food?
I see a taco. I see a quesadilla. I see a chile relleno. I see some
Burgers
nachos
and fries.
and French fries. Oh, there's the peas.
The burgers are better at Hungry Jack's.
The burgers are right up. You saw 3 fucking peas up in a corner.
I see this.
Amongst all this.
I would
I gotta
eat all
tell
of
you,
that.
I
There's
reckon that.
Mark, could you eat that? Could you honestly eat all that on your own, Mark?
Let me tell you something. If you name something that people commonly eat, I eat it. I've eaten like grasshoppers and fucking spiders in Thailand. I've eaten pig's testicles. You name it, I've probably eaten it, and I probably would be willing to eat it. The only thing I've ever encountered that I really didn't want to eat was tarantulas, because they're kind of like, they look too juicy.
Do you think you could eat all this on your own?
Yeah. Oh no, that's too much food. But I mean,
that's what I'm
I could
saying.
sample my way through all of that for sure.
Thanks for that. If you never calling, you can suck my dick.
I gotta tell you,
he's kind of a douchebag. But then again, he pays for the privilege of insulting us. So what I say is, bring it on. Insult us more. It's cost you probably about $5,000 to insult us all this year. Keep going. Let's do it. Bring it on, motherfucker. And you know what it is? People like AD Never Calling. I mean, I don't really want to gratify him too much, but what I will tell you is they are they're closet cases who never really had anything big enough up their bum. That's really, and because that creates a certain amount of bitter angriness. That's all. But
Actually, an official member of the Mile High Club.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I boned a chick in the back of a fucking plane on the way to Hawaii in the bathroom.
Anyway, it's all in good fun. We're just here. Listen, we're all here for one purpose and one purpose only. Well, all right, 2. Number 1, to have fun. Number 2, to make money for the man. The man.
Thank you.
Archie.
Thank you.
Luxury. The man.
Thank you so much.
You know what, Archie? I'm going to tell you something. I'm a little drunk.
Yes.
I'm a little fucked up, but I'm going to tell you something.
It's okay.
This is a genre which you started. You own this space. The sort of humor and watch gods, you were here way before rodent number 1. Way before. You did it better. Rodent number 1 used to send you gifts and ask you for advice. So, some of these assholes may have surpassed you in numbers and dollars by sort of playing to the crowd, by lying, but you have really stayed true to yourself. And I feel like that's really worthy of respect.
From a respectable,
that's what I'm saying.
Respectful.
So God bless you.
Way.
Bless you all.
No.
That Negroni does have a bit more bite than the
super chats. Let's get to the super chats.
Oh, come at me and tell me that.
Okay, let's have a look at these super chats. Anthony Napoli, $2.
Exactly
Anthony Napoli.
Damn, why you bastard? Good day.
That's exactly what you did, you fucking old green greaser.
Okay, we'll just leave that at the moment.
Yeah, okay.
Go back to your goddamn construction sites and suck all the dick you want.
Go take some more Oxycontin.
Wow.
Here we go. Anthony Napoli, $2. Mark, what do you think of the hyped trans community?
The trans community has always been there and will always be there. What's hyped is the religious right, who is slowly dying, and all we are seeing is the death spasm of the religious right picking on the most vulnerable parts of the LGBT community. That's all. It's just the death spasms of the religious right looking for somebody to hate so they can sort of rally the last bit of white power Nazi troops. That's all this is.
Fair point. Fair point. And we got Patel Philippe, $5.50. Now, Archie, if Narc does have the video of Powie arguing with the clip of Powie, let him play that one.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up a minute. Shut your mouth. Listen, whether you're trying to listen.
There we go. This is a great show. See what I mean? This is entertainment, Marky. Oh, where's the rancher gone? Oops, I'm not supposed to say anything, otherwise you'll leave too. Stop!
It doesn't work. It doesn't work that way.
That's right. He had to take a tele. He had a telemarketer calling him.
He had a
telemarketer calling him.
Don't you worry about it. I'm here. I'm here for you.
Hey,
Super chat.
And we go super chat. One up, $2. Archie, let's talk about the Wizard.
You're the
what?
OG, man.
I got to tell you, OC's been sending me clips. He's trying to get me to react and do things. And you know what?
Hey, who was that arguing with me then on that fucking clip? Tell him no, fucking stop that right now, arguing with me. You fucking pal.
So has that poor bastard ever paid back all those people? Do we know?
No, I don't think he has. But you know what? The thing is, I don't think competitor Tim Wrong is going to actually do it. Anything he's interested in is super chats for himself.
Hey, Marco, you make me a Marco. You make me a moderator right now, or I'm gonna kick your fucking ass. Make me a moderator.
What's the problem, man? Just calm the hell down.
Hey, I had some.
Here we go, Mr. Valjoux. We got Mr. Valjoux, $5 back to Watch Talk panel. I'm being offered a 60th anniversary bond. 60th anniversary bond. Do I take the bait at retail? Marky, you would be the best man to ask that. Omega Speed. So 60th anniversary bond.
I think it's a Seamaster, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think? Would you take the bait at retail?
No. I mean, and I'll tell you why not. It's a, if I recall correctly, it's a titanium.
I'm bringing it up now. I've got a picture of it on the. I'm just bringing it up now.
It's pretty. It's on Shark Mesh.
Yeah, I got it now.
It's got a blue dial. It's a blue dial. It's actually quite beautiful.
Listen, it's very.
Doesn't the rotor have the bullet shape or something on the back?
Very nice watch. It's just overpriced. It's a no date Seaman Master on Shark Mesh, and it's very nice. But isn't it like 10, 12,000?
Hello, Mr. Bond. Yeah, 12,500 Aussie.
It's just too much money. That's all. It's just too much money, and I'm not a big fan of what do you call it? Product placement. So.
And in the past, I got to be honest with you, a lot of the Omega's Bond versions have always, people say, I want the I don't want the, people actually don't like them as time goes on.
I feel like
they were fucking cheesy.
They do too many of them. Now, don't get me wrong. I feel like it's a beautiful watch, and I would feel a whole lot better at about 6, 7, 8,000 US than 10.
007 counterweight on the second end. Fucking disgusting. Come on.
Yeah.
And just quickly, we'll go back to Mr. Belgium. Archie, read this.
That's all.
Super chat. Let's get the super chat here. Patel Philippe, $5.50. Archie, say hello to the OG viewer, Robert Padilla, in the chat. Hello, Robert Padilla. Robert Padilla.
Have you guys noticed Rolex prices bumping upwards again? Like the Daytona Panda is now upwards of $30,000. The Tiffany OP41 is upwards of 25 to 28,000. Things are starting to like bump up again all of a sudden.
Before we move on to Rolex, Marky, what's the verdict on this? Are we buying it or are we not?
Nah, me personally, I would pass. This is in the shop window with regularity. I'm a pass on this one.
All right.
Wait for it to hit. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I agree with that.
I'm hearing qualities. Like, you're fucking out of here, you little jerk off. I'm not going to deal with you, you fucking twat. You're off the fucking channel. Go fuck yourself. You think I got to fucking play with you, you little dickhead? Time out people for a factual assessment. Your factual assessment was calling Marco a twat. Go fuck yourself. You're the twat. I'm the idiot. Go start your own channel, you little cunt.
Hey, fuck you. What am I, a clown here for your amusement? Go fuck yourself.
You never super chat. You're a miserable motherfucker who complains on every channel. We don't need you here. Go away. Goodbye. You're out.
Who's he talking about?
Dickhead, you'll be out too. I don't give a fuck no more. Fucking get out of here. Go sit with the rest of the trash.
Fuckity fuck.
Prology dungeon doesn't start for another half hour, guys. You got time.
Mm. You know what? Watch people are so much fun. The only people that are worse are dog people. I feel like I found my tribe, because dog people are vicious and vinyl and nasty.
Oh, dog people.
Do you find the smaller dogs are worse than big dogs, Mark?
I don't really even mean, Serdi, I don't even really mean the dog owners. I mean like the dog trainers. But, certainly a lot of the little dogs have the Napoleon complex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I found that.
That's true.
Interesting. Tell me this: do you find like a lot of middle-aged women who can't find love buy a little cute little dog is to make up for something lacking in their life?
Oh my God! The last time I took the dog out of a woman's bed, she got really angry at me. But he was a little a-hole, and he needed to be kicked out of her bed for a few months in order to kind of like, do it like a sort of a behavioral reset. She was really angry at me.
What did she say?
Well, she was just bitter. But you know what? Like more often than not, it's the dude in the household that's the weak link with the dog. Because I feel like women are usually able to discipline something, men rarely.
Oh, is that right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Interesting stuff.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
I found an interesting. I go for a walk every day now, and I walk and I see like couples with a dog. It's interesting who's the one who holds the dog and one who picks up the shit.
Most dogs feel like you're the gardener or the maid because you put down the food, you pick up the shit, and you don't really ever tell them what to do. But the average dog is a little happier if he's got a bit of direction in life, just like children.
Yeah, dogs basically exist to please you. They exist to please you. They're happy when they're making you happy.
Super chat.
Where have you been? Here we go here. Patel Philippe, $5.50. Did you? Actually, that's getting a little bit too far, Narc. That's enough for today. We had enough of the clips.
Ross won't give a shit.
You know what? Can I just say? Can I say as a gay man, this is mildly disturbing?
Yeah, I don't think that's what we quite want there.
Me either.
I don't understand, Narc. I had enough. Okay, that's enough. It's my show. I don't want to eat other clips at the moment. I'm trying to.
I don't think I'm going to have an erection for another 24 hours now.
Yeah. So here we go. Patel Philippe, $5.50. Mark, did you know ArchieLuxury's favorite breed of dog is the Royal Poodle? He considers them the Maserati Daytona of dog breeds.
I didn't know that. I would have thought that you would be. Well, if Archie was ever to get a dog, guys, what kind of dog would Archie get?
You know what I wanted? I wanted a border collie. The black and white.
Oh, you couldn't handle it. They're too busy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd say more.
I wanted
like
a Lassie dog. As a kid, I wanted the Lassie. The Lassie.
They need a lot of work, don't the border collies? You've got to keep running them, and otherwise they get.
I feel like.
Who's in my
I love Ross.
Whoever is doing
nice Labrador or Golden Retriever. Those are two perfect dogs.
I feel like if Archie was a good dog. What's happening? Oh my God, Archie, take control! Motherfucker. Who's doing this?
Haven't seen my Bandera.
You know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of like Hannibal Lecter. It puts the lotion on. That's what this reminds me of. I'm never going to be able to look at him again. Dear God. Well, anyway, if ArchieLuxury was to get a dog, I suggest it be a goldfish.
Okay, that's enough, Narc. Honestly, I had enough. Okay, otherwise I'm just gonna you know, I mean, it's good to have a bit of a joke there, but it's leading the show in the wrong way, which I don't want to do. I don't want to go that way. I don't really want to do that. Okay?
I'm gay and I don't want to go that way either. Make it stop.
Exactly.
Thank you. Disturbing. Okay, where were we? Archie, take control.
Yeah. Look, I got to tell you that, you know, dog breeds, I always wanted a, who's this? Is that Powie?
Can't be good. Oh, it's watches. Let's talk about watches. That's what they tune in for.
Tell me this, Marky. Any of them? You were a huge.
Yes.
Have you seen my pelagos? You were a huge Breitling fan. Any Breitlings on the horizon for you?
Well, I've had a Breitling tragedy. I had or have a 42 millimeter B01 Breitling Chronomat blue sunray dial, and I lost it. I don't know. It was either stolen or I lost it. So I keep thinking about replacing it. But it's like a $5,000.
No worries.
It's like a $5,000 purchase, and I feel like it's somewhere in this house.
Yeah. You were saying that's the bullet one, the bullet bracelet.
Yeah. It's so cool. I really miss it, but it's been gone about 8-9 months, maybe almost a year now. So I feel like I'm just gonna have to buy another one. But I have the Breitling Galactic Unitime World Time. I have the Galactic 42 millimeter Ocean, Super Ocean, the previous one. And I have a Breitling A13340 Super Ocean day date. Yeah. So I have 3, but I should have 4, and I don't know where it went. So I might need to buy another one.
Holy shit.
I recently lost one of my special knives, and for the life of me, I cannot find it. It's like a $2,000.
Not a man with grapes in their hands who liked other beautiful men.
Okay, that's enough. Come on, Narc. That's enough. Okay, I don't want to play other clips from other channels. Okay.
I mean, Rolex is my favorite brand, and I think Breitling is a close second.
Wow.
Yeah, and I mean, I know Breitling is not like
Archie.
Yes. Breitling's a dirty little.
What do you think about Kerry with the lighter?
It's my dirty habit, but we all have one.
Is it better than Google Birthday?
After that, I think it's G-Shock. I have like 6 of those.
Yes, sir. I got to tell you, I actually quite Yankee Doodle, $2. Mark, what is the Paddock of dogs and Rolex of dogs? Paddock of dogs.
Well, the Paddock of
King
dogs,
Charles Cavalier.
It's got to be something a little rare, you know. I would say the Borzoi. It's super elegant.
A bulldog, because you don't have to do note with it.
The Borzoi and the
Mark, have you seen my Voltimer?
I don't know. You know, it's a good question. I'll give the standard poodle. There you go. The standard poodle.
What about a mini schnauzer?
They're very barky, super barky. They're smart little boogers, but they're very barky. Barky, and they need to go to the groomer every 8 weeks.
Yeah, they do.
So I like them, but they're kind of a pain in the butt. Very barky. And these days, it's actually very hard to get a groomer. Like you got to suck dick to do it.
Mine got kicked out of all the groomers.
Here's why. Because during COVID, everybody got a dog. Yeah. So there's just too many dogs and not enough dog professionals. Super chat.
Here we go. Patel Philippe, $5.50. Spoke to Higgins this morning. He told me he tried to convince you to buy some more Holy Trinity Arch, but said it was like teaching a cat how to swim. But the thing is, Patel, he doesn't classify Patek as Trinity. Did you know that? He doesn't classify Patek as Trinity. He said that's not special enough.
You know what, though? By the time you have a couple of them, then and when it's no longer a grail, the special seems to wear off, and then you aim upward on the economic scale, and that's just inevitable. Whatever you have, you end up failing to appreciate it. It's just it's the nature of dudes, you know. Whatever we want, once we acquire it, then we no longer want it. We want something else, something harder.
Yes, you're right there. Tell me this: what's the desire for you? What do you think's happening?
Well, right now, I'm very much hoping that I can get the the McDonald's ball pit OP41, and then after that, and mostly because of the uniqueness. I mean, the watch itself, I'm wearing the exact same watch right now. It's just a dial difference, you know. But it's such a cool, unusually playful dial that I don't think we'll see the like of it again for a very long time. So I think it's very special. And then other than that, the next thing that I want is a Sky Dweller. I foolishly, stupidly sold a two-tone cream dial Sky Dweller. I should have never sold that. But I sold it to David SW, who is really, really good to deal with, by the way. And but now to buy my own watch back, I would have to pay a lot more. So I'll eventually ask for a Sky Dweller from my AD. It's an amazing.
Got you. How did
you like yours? I mean, I know it's a sort of subject,
I loved it. It was a fucking amazing watch. I thought it's amazing. It wears fantastically. That command bezel is so clever.
Very.
I got to be honest with you. It's a fucking. I actually, you know what, Marky? I had to make a choice. Do I want the Maserati Daytona, or do I want the Sky Dweller back? And in the end, I went with the Maserati because they're kind of a bit rare.
Well, I feel like that's the wrong choice. Now I get why you did it, because it is a rarer, discontinued model. But the Sky Dweller, it's more complicated. It's bigger. It has more presence, and it's got way more functionality.
Yes. Yes, exactly right there. I got to tell you what I think would be amazing for you. Have you're not a big two-tone fan, are you?
I'm okay with it. I mean, I really like a bluesy as an example.
Yeah, the bluesy's cool. Tell me this: would you? I really think for you, you look so great with your solid gold sub. That's amazing. Would you add more precious metal? It's so expensive, but it's expensive.
You know, that's a very, very tough question. I feel like one is enough. And so if I were going to add another precious metal, I think it would have to be white gold, because I think that's a lot more wearable in this day and age than yellow gold, which screams, rob me, rape me, knock me over the head, take my watch, you know?
Christopher Ward with a NATO strap.
I really have a hankering for a white gold day date. What do you think?
Ooh, white gold day date.
Blue dial, Romans.
Ooh, nice.
The only thing is, I never really thought day dates. It's kind of an oxymoron, because people who buy day dates want something showy, and the white gold is kind of the discreet version. Why don't you just buy a Datejust?
Well, because they don't make it in white gold.
I know what you're saying.
What makes you fancy a white gold? Just something a bit different.
It's
precious metal, so amazing.
It has luster. I mean, there is something very special. I've worn it. There is something very special in the feel of it, but from across the room, it doesn't scream gold. You know, it's like stealth wealth. It's discreet.
Yeah.
But the luster of it, the finishing of it, it really is spectacular. It's just a beautiful thing.
Would you ever go platinum?
I tried on a platinum day date. I was shocked by the weight of it. I mean, maybe shocked. Have you ever worn one, Danny?
Yeah, the way a ton.
It must be like 300 grams. I mean, literally like almost 300 grams. It's shocking. I mean, maybe you get used to it, but I feel like it might feel like almost unpleasant after a while. It's like 3/4 of a pound.
Yeah, that's that's just how it is, bud, isn't it?
Anyway, that's the problem. I'm not like dying for anything right now, with the possible exception of the OP41 with that crazy new dial, because I can't imagine they're going to make more than a few thousand of those in the entire lifespan of that watch. I think it'll come and go very quickly.
They'll go for a roof price on them things.
I think it's going to go. The price of it will go crazy. But honestly, I don't like. I have a Tiffany dial. OP41. And I mean, there was a time when I could have sold it for $45,000, but I was never interested in selling it. I just want to own that piece of history. And the same is true of this one.
Wow, that's amazing, Marky. You are a true aficionado, aren't you? Hey,
well, I'm like Bear, you know, I'm a lot like Bear in that, which is like we want these things because we want to own these historical goalposts, these mile markers that are just a part of Rolex history, but we don't buy them in order to sell them. At a certain point, I mean, you either die and get buried with them or you sell them off. But for me, it's like a real long-term proposition, a collection. You don't liquidate it until you absolutely have to.
Yeah, that's a fair point, Marky. Fair point. Fair point. Why would you?
Yeah, because think about it, Archie. You know, you've got kids. At a certain point, when you start getting super up there in age, you got to think to yourself, do they want them? Will they appreciate them? Or should I alleviate them of the burden of having to
getting 100% right. One tick.
And he's off. Look at that butt, ladies and gentlemen. Look at him bursting at the seams in that khaki. Do I see a sweat stain down the middle of that crack?
Maybe.
I like big butts and I cannot lie.
I feel like I see it's either riding up or he's got a sweat stain running right down the crack.
Either way, it's not very graceful.
No, well, it's lovely though. And we're back. Archie, we were just saying nice things about you.
Thank you so much there. I got to tell you something. I might swing gay. You know, I think later on in life, that's something I could
conclusion. I walked away for fucking 10 minutes. All of a sudden, you've swung the other way. What's going on here?
Let's be honest, guys.
Well, let's be honest.
Let's be honest.
The route I chosen didn't work, so maybe another route would be.
You get more action that way. Think about it for a minute. How many times are you guys a day thinking about sex, right? And your woman, your wife, your girlfriend, how often is she thinking about sex? Imagine there were two of you on the same level, you know? Basically, you'd be exhausted all the time. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Totally get it. I totally get you, Marky. Marky, I got to say to you,
yes, darling.
When are you going to get the new car? What's happening with the car?
I gotta get my shit together on my car. I have a 2020 Lincoln.
Stinking Lincoln 2020 Lincoln. Go on.
It was optioned out it was like a Reserve 2, R2. It had every option on it made. It still is like at the top of its class in terms of technology. What I need to do is buy an extended warranty before my warranty runs out, which is in 8,000 more miles. And I need to extend the warranty, and I need to not be bored. I need to not train it in on an X5. I need to not train it in on a GLE Mercedes-Benz.
Is an X5 really that bad?
No, they're not that bad. They're just at the 70% range in terms of reliability, which is around where I am now. The only thing that you're going to get that's like reliable in a luxury SUV, which is my class, which I really like, the only thing you're going to get is Infiniti, Acura, Lexus, Japanese. And they're just a little boring. They don't have those, they don't have that German ride the way the BMW does. Stupid chat.
Got you. Fair enough. Good point there. That's a really good point. We got MCM, $22. Cool job, Mark. Nothing better than well-trained dog. Yes, indeed.
Mark, correct me if I'm wrong. Your Lincoln, that's the one with the optional working gearbox, isn't it?
It has paddle shifters.
Pull up the book. There you go.
Oh, the art of training your dog. This is probably
by the
best
author of the man that created.
Can you tell me how to stop the dog pissing in my mouth, Mark, please?
Only if you donate $50 and then we play the music.
Okay, man. Oh, that's cool.
So, question, Mark, have you ever made a sale based on showing your book on Archie before?
No, never. I'm still waiting for that moment.
Yes, the X5 is made in America. That's correct. Yes, they are. And the Mercedes is made in America as well. Yes, they had special tax concessions And you know, you what's the maximum you keep a car for?
Well, honestly, I've never kept a car longer in my life. I've never kept one longer than 3
And the
years.
stinking. Narc, how are you, my friend? Oh, is he gone? What's not gone? What's happening? Is he coming on? Hey.
Knock, you fat fuck. Get on the panel.
I've never kept a car longer than 3 years, but that's just fiscally irresponsible. I need to do better now.
How are you going, Narc? Talk to us. What's happening?
What do I do, Arch?
The leads. Sell everything and max out your credit card. The leads. Hey, Art, sell everything and max out your credit card. Ooh. And combine the proceeds to the highest quality wig and toupee your head hair. It's a life-changing for you. What is that, the leads? That's not much of a comment.
Max out your credit card, sell everything, buy all the nicest watches you want, put them in your Louis Vuitton case, and fuck off to Belize. Done.
Belize is a beautiful place. I've been to. There's an island off the coast of Belize called Ambergris Key, where a lady friend of mine owns a villa with a bunch of.
I think I'll just put you in timeout for being a dickhead, Leeds, for a little bit.
In Ambergris Key, there are no cars. You rent a golf cart. It's just such a beautiful island.
Got you. Tell me this. Let's get back onto the watch talk there. We had some really good watch talk. Did you hear there's in Australia, we got a watch that belonged to one of the last astronauts to walk on the moon. They want 77,000 US macaroonies, Mark. What do you think of that?
Watches. You put them all in the Louis Vuitton case and you go somewhere else. 50 grand US in their bank gets you a passport under whatever name you want. What's the problem?
I mean, listen, a watch that has literally walked on the moon is worth $77,000 if and only if.
No, it hadn't been to the moon. It was owned by somebody who went to the allegedly went to the moon.
That's a different matter. It's worth something. I'm not sure it's worth that much, but it's worth something. It depends on who, and obviously the provenance, meaning if you have a letter from that individual.
Yes. It was Gene. Who was it? There was that guy. What's his name?
Gene Cernan.
Gene Cernan. I never heard of Gene Cernan before. Have you?
Well, that's a problem. You need to
the last man to walk on the moon.
And
Levi G.
You know, well, that's worth something, isn't it? But you need provenance, which is how do we know this was his watch? How do we know that? If we have that in proof,
because it has a certificate.
Yeah, but who's issued the certificate? If that's legit, then yeah, it's worth something for sure.
Patel Philippe, $5.50.
Patel Philippe, $5.50. Fike it, Arch. Take the payout and get a 911.
I think he's already gone in at sunset. Fucking can't earn him.
This is Audio House.
Your audio is busted.
It's fact. Your audio's fact, Archie.
Yes.
Hey, your audio, it's gonna with the bird in the toilet.
All right, I'm gonna get off anyway, lads. I'll speak to you all later.
Oh,
is that better now?
Yeah, you're
better now.
Yep. You're back.
I don't know. What
And
went
Mikey's
wrong
beep
there?
is going off again.
What's that?
Time to pick up Pokey, mate.
Mikey, your glucose alarm is going off.
Oh, is it? Oh shit. Oh, it might be. I just installed a new sensor, so it's no, it is low. I gotta go. I'll be right back.
He's just installed a new sensor. Hold on. He's just installed a new sensor that he can't fucking hear.
No, when you install the sensor, it becomes workable after 60 minutes.
Drink
you're right. I can't hear it.
Eat a fucking lifesaver before you die on air. Thank you.
No, luckily it doesn't stop beeping for a long time.
Get your sugar level right, then explain it. For fuck's sake, it's your health.
Thank you. Eat a lifesaver before you die right on air. This is not funny, guys, by the way. This is not funny. Hold on. My stepbrother died at 44 years of age from low diabetic coma. But he died before these alarms existed. So these pumps, which now will alarm your iPhone or your Apple Watch, these are very important lifesavers. they have trained a lot of dogs to detect and alert to low blood sugar. But honestly, the pump, which now alerts your pager, your iPhone, etc., these are not funny. These are lifesavers. Like I said, Scott slipped into a diabetic coma and died alone in his living room and wasn't discovered for 3 days just from going low diabetic, slipping into a coma. Very sad, dangerous stuff, guys.
Now, in regards to Mike the Snake, so heaven forbid something happens.
Right? What would happen to this channel? Take care of yourselves, people.
But if something does, are we liable? Or is he?
It's really fucked up. You know what, though? Honestly, no joke. It is very fucked up that a life could be saved by a Coke, or a shot of orange juice, and that people die for the want of it. So this is something to really pay a bit of attention to. Diabetes. Well, don't get caught with the diabetes. Don't let the diabetes.
When you have 4 panel members yelling at you, go have some fucking sugar, and you don't. I mean,
that's right.
The onus is on you, isn't it?
Certainly, you got to pay attention. Absolutely. In fact, what I wish Mike would do would be to transfer his app to an Apple Watch because it would vibrate on his wrist, and then
Funny thing is, I'm in Australia and I can hear the fucking beep button. It's right next to me.
The problem is he's hard of hearing, right? So the Apple Watch has haptic feedback that alerts you, to this kind of thing.
What's haptic feedback? Is that like vibration or something?
Yeah, it's vibration. Yep. That's the technical terminology for vibration.
But Mark, the problem is his motor senses doesn't work also, so the vibration he won't feel it.
Well, then what he really could do is he could actually put a Bluetooth starter on his chainsaw, which could then just like start to rev up in his bedroom.
To be honest, I think he needs a setup where it'll beep, it'll alert another piece of equipment, and that piece of equipment will put some fucking glucose straight in him, and he don't have to do nothing. If he can get something like that, he's safe.
It's very scary stuff, though. I mean, I know we joke and all, but let me tell you what, I've
not
only whether die from it, but I have a friend. I have a friend who got a pancreas transplant, so she's no longer diabetic. But prior to getting that pancreas transplant, once in a while, I went to her house and had to call 911 because she was like out like a light on the dining room, table, or just people die from this stuff. It's just
Mike, 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 he lives on ECU. He has ECU installed in his stomach. His heart also is computerized. He has artificial valves.
Yeah, that's right. He does have. I had an aunt who had a pig valve. I wonder, is that kosher? Because she was Jewish.
Only if you eat the pig, isn't it?
I'm not entirely sure. We need a ruling on this. Is there a rabbi in the
house?
Yeah, exactly. If there's a rabbi in the house, please let us know. Is a pig valve kosher? Because I'm not sure. Do we have a
WhatsApp? The last name like Goldberg, you'd have the answer button.
Super chat. I can't speak.
Here we go. Patel Philippe, $5.50. Come on, Mark. Let's talk about more lively topics, like how you sold your Porsche for a Ford Exploder.
Oh my God, Archie! You never let me hear that. You never let me live the end of that one. But I did. It's true.
And
so
Mike,
what Porsche was it? 911?
No. I had
a Cayman.
I had two. I had a Cayenne, and then I had a Macan.
A Macan, yeah.
Okay.
He needs an SUV. Mark needs. He's hauling dogs around. He needs a big SUV. That's what he needs, don't you?
Yeah, just in case.
And would you ever get like a Toyota that actually can last longer than the
you know what?
Than the warranty?
I had a Toyota Sequoia. I loved that thing. Beautiful beast, big beast.
Yes.
Well, we don't have a rabbi, but we know that Nick Miller saying it's definitely not halal. There you go. That's as close as you're going to get on this program.
Wow.
And we got Saad here. Saad, how are you? Is that Saad?
Hello, Archie.
Hey, how's it going? What's happening in Pakistan? What time is it in Pakistan? What's the weather like? Tell me. Give me an update. Give me a world update.
It was raining here a while ago, and it's 6 a.m. in the morning. Everything is going very well. Excellent too.
Got you. Very, very cool. And okay, Very, very cool indeed.
Archie, what is the meaning of life?
The meaning of life. That's a very interesting thing there.
This is how you know the people that watch your videos, they bring up the topics, you see.
The meaning of life, yes. A couple watches, a bit of happiness. That's all we can hope for. That's all we can hope
friends,
for.
nice cars.
Yeah, what do you think? What is the meaning of life for you there? Hey?
It's happiness, Archie. Happiness.
Happiness?
Yes. Watches cannot give you happiness, Archie.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Don't talk ridiculous nonsense here, sir. You're on the ArchieLuxury channel. Of course watches can give you happiness. He who dies with more Patek Philippe's wins.
That's it. That's exactly it there, hey?
All right. All you need is a warm place to park your private parts and a wrist full of nice watches.
100% right.
What else is life about?
100%.
Okay, family and all that other bullshit. But come on, let's be real. We're men. We don't care about that stuff.
Yes, exactly right.
I mean, are men like let's face it, men are basically hunter-gatherer. We're like selfish, you know, a little bit. It's not like we don't love the children, but we do. But you know, don't we think of ourselves first to a certain degree? Isn't that just the nature of the species?
Yes.
We love our children, but that's for the wife to sort out, isn't it? Like just
a little bit.
Yeah.
We drag home the raw meat, and they portion it out. There's a yang to the male-female thing. It's undeniable.
Very interesting. Very interesting. It's I gotta tell you guys, seriously, I'm looking at getting a Tudor Black Bay Burgundy again. What do you think of that? Everybody will love that.
Which
is this your fourth or fifth?
They're the most flipped watch ever. It's a total flip. Super chat.
Van Lux.
Van Lux, $2.80 for all panelists. Is there a God?
I'm right here. I'm right here.
And we got Mr. Valju, $5. Mark, I have a Cayenne, 3 Italian Greyhounds, 2 sons, a happy second marriage, and a killer watch collection. That is the meaning of life.
Oh, that's a beautiful thing. The only thing that Mr. Valju didn't mention is he has 3 Italian Greyhounds and about 27 different sweaters for them to wear because they're always cold.
I like how he puts the 3 Italian Greyhounds before the fucking wife and the 2 sons.
Well, you know, you can step on one of your sons without killing them, but you step on an Italian Greyhound, you're going to break his leg. So he's definitely got to be careful with them. And I know he has like 30, 40 sweaters for them to wear. You know.
But you break his leg only if he doesn't pay his debt.
Italian Greyhounds are adorable little dogs. Very, 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 very cute little things, but they're very cold and fragile.
Exactly. Exactly. Interesting stuff there.
Mark,
Timely, sorry, Saad, you were saying something. Saad.
Mark, did you ever had experience with Turkish Kangal or Afghan Kochi breed dogs?
So what was the second one? The Kangal? No, I have not. I mean, I know of them, but I have not trained a Kangal.
And the Kochi, or these are basically shepherd dogs, you know?
No. I mean, listen, there are a lot of rare breeds out there which I have trained that I think are best left to their native countries, such as the Presa Canaria, which is a man-eating dog from Brazil. A lot of these, the Caucasian Shepherd, which is from Russia. Some of these dogs are dangerous in the hands of just like normal, average American idiots who just love dogs and don't know how to train them.
Archie, we got Van Lux having a bit of a cry. He goes, what a jip. Answer my question. Super chat is back on the screen. $2 super chat.
There we go. For all Van Lux, $2.80. For all panelists, is there a God? I I hope there's a God. Let's say it that way. I hope there's a God. It'll be pretty awful if that's it. We're over. That's it. It's over. Don't you want to go to the big kennel in the sky, Marky?
Well, Archie, are you saying that you are afraid of being eaten by worms? I mean, honestly, being eaten by worms is the best possible future I could predict for you. If there is a God, don't you think you're in a bit of trouble?
Oh, I thought, eaten by worms is expensive. I'm talking barbecue.
There's a God, and he's got a wicked fucking sense of humor. Let's put it that way.
There are worse things than being eaten by worms, and one of them is to descend to the 7th rung of hell and pay for all the bullshit that we did here on Earth. So I can't tell you if there's a God. All I can say is I certainly hope not, because I really do not want to pay the piper on this one. I just don't want to.
You don't want to pay the piper?
All good, bad luck's got your back, mate. Don't worry. Even if Archie does half-ass something, we'll sort it out. It's okay.
Just let us know, and we're happy to catch up. Mookie, there is no God, but we all have cayenne, so it's fine.
I need a vote on whether I should eat Taco Bell tonight, which is probably not really
Taco Bell. Yo quiero Taco Bell.
But I kind of have a hankering.
Yo quiero Taco Bell.
All right. You know what? I don't know where it went to, but they used to give away a little chihuahua, a little stuffed chihuahua as a toy, and when you squeezed it, it said "Yo quiero Taco Bell," and I had that, and it's probably worth $50 on eBay now, and I don't know where it went.
Mark, how many Rolex do you own roughly?
12.
And you're worried about a $50 fucking toy for eBay? Come on.
I loved it. I don't know where it went. Super chat.
Christ almighty. Super chat.
NY Strike back $5. 6 months old Tudor Pro Black Bay for 3.3K USD. Good buying. Own two-tone CHNR and Pepsi. Want a low-key travel GMT.
Oh, get the diet cream soda. Don't get that Pro. Everybody says that Pro is too fat and chubby and awkward. Get the new Diet Pepsi with the opaline dial. That's what you want.
I don't think it's bad buying. I know what you're saying, Mark. Yeah, Tudor. What's happened in my market? Tudor has really gone soft. Tudors have gone soft. Are you finding that? Well, you don't have many Tudors, do you? You got out of all your tuners, didn't you?
Can I just show you a picture real quick?
Sure.
You got to make me big.
Sure.
Just talk dirty to it.
Listen, you're never going to be able to look at that shield again the same way. But that's the new Tudor building. Look at that shield. Does it not look ridiculous when you blow it up and have a really good look at it? Now, give me 1 second. And here it is on a watch. I'm never going to be able to look at the damn thing without seeing like the Joker ever again.
Okay.
Anyway, I like the brand. I'm just not crazy about that Pro. The burgundy that you're getting, Archie, I think is good, but there's like 3-4 versions of it. I have the first and oldest version. I think that's kind of the most charming one, to be honest.
So before we get off topic again, answer the question here, Wiz. Mark doesn't like big screen for too long,
yes,
man.
Sir.
Take him down, right?
Okay. 6-month-old pre-owned Tudor Black Bay. I don't think it's bad. So Black Bay Pro, I think that's a cool watch. It's not a bargain, but it's only 6 months old. What do you expect? I think it's reasonable buying. I'd do it. I'd do it. I'm not negative. Mark's a bit picky, but it's just a beater to travel with. Yeah, it's okay. I'd say yes. What do you think? Timely, what do you think?
I'm trying to look for a Loris GMT, but I don't think they make one. Look, you know what?
Is the Tudor Black Bay Pro bigger than the Black Bay 58?
Yes.
I'm saying get the Pro. I've seen it in person. It looks great. It's a little bit thick, but hey, who doesn't like it a little bit thick? Get the Pro. Get the Pro. Fuck it. Get the Pro.
Yeah, do it, man. Way. I mean, if yeah.
All I know is I know a couple people had the Pro and they didn't like it because of the thickness, just bugged them.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but those are the meek. So
Mike, when did you go for hunting with your brothers? When was that? 2 weeks back?
Yeah, 2 weeks back, on the beginning of April, and then we're going again this weekend.
So for how long was that dead body with you?
Which body?
Super chats
hog.
stacking up.
Super chats. We got super chats stacking up. Very, very important to see these here. These super chats. Okay, the first super chat. Patel Philippe, $5.50. Here we go. Play a few minutes of the YouTube video. Exclusive footage. ArchieLuxury parting with his Patek Philippe 5107 Calatrava. That's right. That was in Singapore.
You know that, yeah. I don't want to be known for buying your Patek. There will be a lot of angry fans, you know. Angry
There you are, pulling it out of your prison
angry
papers.
fans.
I really do love this watch. You know this? Now, I'll show you. I give you this stick, right?
Okay.
That's the stick. You can take the passport.
Yeah.
I'll just show you that later. So I'll just show you. I love this watch more. You know.
Yeah, I know. Now, every time I see his video, you always have that watch.
Here you go. Have a look.
Beautiful. This is a picture. This is a picture of Archie.
Very sad to see that go there.
Smile, Archie. Don't be sad.
Okay, one more.
Let's go to your new custodian. Okay, that's it. How does it look?
Oh wow, you can see the behind the interior.
Yes, yes.
How's the design like that?
Yes, yes, yes. So, my friend, I'll just show you. So, I might put this.
You want to get a beer?
Yes. What would you like to have, Edwin? What's a good beer? What's a house special?
Yes.
So I'll show you what else I give you here.
Telling me
He's got a very sentimental value.
Yeah, a very sentimental value for this piece.
So that's just leave. Don't put the watch back into it because it indents it.
Right.
It's best not to do that. So I just wanted to give you like that. That's the original wrapper when you buy it new.
Okay.
That's the plastic. The watch came in this plastic.
Okay.
And I just put that's the original. That's another strap. Okay. Original, but that's the mint strap.
Okay.
So I just put it there so that it's it not get damaged. That's all.
And this buckle is also solid gold. Solid gold.
So this strap here, all you do is actually have little hooks. You can push that in and it come off. So don't use metal, always use wood.
Wood, okay.
That's why I gave you that stick. I just thought it's a good idea. I give that to you. Not that you probably want to do that immediately, but it's just nice to have that. Apparently, I don't know how true it is. Someone said to me they cut the tree from the front of the factory down to make this box.
Wow, this is why I also bought the pen. This is why I also bought the pen. It's just a beautiful.
Oh, so that pen goes in the box.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh,
yes. That's
wow.
how and that's the papers. That's all the papers in here.
Okay.
That's the papers. Okay. I can put that pen back in for you there. If you want to, you can always use a little bit of silver cloth, but I like a little bit, not super shiny. I like it to look, just like that.
So this is 399 out of the 888.
Exactly. Okay. Exactly. Thank you.
Thank you.
And which year was
Okay, I better get these super chats caught up now, guys. Just pause that for a minute. Yankee Doodle, $2. How do you like the Omega Seamaster 300 Heritage? Actually, I was really upset. Private Info sold his. I love that watch. Timely, are you a fan of the Seamaster 300 Heritage?
Yeah, I like it. I think it's
love
cool.
it.
You got
love it.
Yeah.
Mike giving him the thumbs up as well.
Love
Mr. Valjoux, 5. Oh, Marky, what do you think of the Seamaster 300 Heritage?
I've got 2 of them. I like them quite a bit.
Yeah.
Mr. Valjoux, $5. The reason Tudor is soft is because they have crept up to 5,000 with taxes. Save you shackles and be like Mark. Do not waste your money on Tudor garbage. I don't know if Tudor's...
I've got a bunch of tutors. I've got 3 tutors.
I was going to say, he's even got a leader movement Tudor Royale.
Listen, I got the Day-Date Tudor Royale. I have the Tudor Panda chronograph with the B01 movement. And I have the original Tudor Black Bay Burgundy with the ETA movement. The granddaddy of all the Black Bay.
Nice. With the smiley face letters.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the good one.
I had it regulated. It runs like +1. It's beautiful.
Nice. Yeah, I found my Pelagos to run extremely accurate, but it was with the newer movement.
I got 4 tutors. I have a Pelagos also, the blue one, like you had.
Yeah, but mine was the newer movement, but it was also highly accurate.
Well, I think all the blue Pelagos have the newer movement. So
no, they made it. They made an old blue movement with the ETA movement.
No, check yourself before you wreck yourself. That was the black. The blue came only with the new movement. Pretty sure.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you may be right. But I did
check yourself before you wreck yourself.
I read somewhere that the Pelagos
here's what happened.
Was sold with both movements. There was an old Pelagos.
That is correct of the black, not of the blue.
Okay.
We need to start keeping a tally of every time Mikey goes into an argument with someone. And
no, that wasn't an argument. That was just
an argument.
It was an argument.
Wrong. Go into a debated discussion, whatever you want to call it, with someone, and comes off either on point or wrong. We need to keep a tally of that.
Everybody comes off on point or wrong. I'll tell you where Mikey is a freaking genius, though, is when you see his resin lathe work. I mean, like the stuff that this guy does with like vases and art is just like it's off the hook. I mean, this is
the most famous bit of resin work that he's done is the one. There's a video where it takes off like Kim Jong-un's rocket.
He bought this from Alibaba. This is from Alibaba.
The man is an artistic genius. Honestly, look at this. This is crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Like stuff like that should sell for like, I don't know, $500. I don't know what you sell it for.
This is actually to the real world 1,100.
I believe it.
To the watch world 850, and I've lowered the price to 750 for the time being.
It's beautiful work. Beautiful.
You undercut it a bit, Mark.
I'm losing money at that 750.
Yeah, because you probably got 100 hours in there.
No, I got about 25, 30 hours and about $200 in resin and supplies.
There you go.
So Mark Goldberg really knows his resin then.
Well, you know what? Weirdly, oddly, I worked with resin as a young kid, and it is but I never at Mike's level. That's beyond. That's art, really.
I
amazing.
really enjoy making this stuff on the lathe.
You realize how difficult it is. See, most people don't even appreciate that.
Yeah, no, it's very hard to do. I mean, like literally, it's hard to do it without getting bubbles in it. As an example,
I'm trying to give Mikey a bit of a plug here. What else you got that you can show us on camera, mate? Let's go.
Yeah, you don't know what I go through to get the bubbles out of the resin. It goes into a vacuum chamber, and then after 4 hours in the vacuum chamber, it goes into a pressure pot for the resin to kick off.
That is why I know. That's why I always had bubbles in mine. I didn't have a pressure pot and a vacuum.
Oh, you had bubbles in yours.
Well, you do when you mix the resin. The resin is made of the resin and then an activator. And when you mix these substances together, you're going to get bubbles in it. But you don't want to see bubbles in your cube or in your vase. So, it's like I said, it's very meticulous work to get this correct.
Yeah, there's actually air in the resin, even if you don't whip it up when you mix it. It's just it's not visible. When you put it under vacuum, it foams up and will envelop the entire inside if you don't catch yourself. You got to bring it up, bring it down, bring it up, bring it down over 4 hours. Then it finally settles down. Then you know it's bubble free. Then you can put it in the pressure pot, which pressurizes the resin and keeps bubbles from forming after that fact.
There's a lot to know.
But here's another picture of that same vase.
Yeah,
this was for Voulez-Vous.
Couché.
And this is one of my favorite pieces that I've made to date. I did something.
Did she buy it? Did she get it?
Yeah. I poured blue resin over the burl chunks and let it kick off, and then dropped in blue resin covered burl chunks, and then poured the red resin in, and so there's striations of blue all throughout this piece. You can kind of see in the center, low center.
And before you guys make fun of Mike the Snake, none of you motherfuckers even know what the word striation even means. But Mike does. And so do I.
But it's so cool
Mike,
because
what does striation mean? Educate us.
Well, it's like lines, like sedimentary layers and lines.
All right.
Yeah, it's like uneven lines that form.
Like we have on a zebra.
Follow cracks in something, or in just uneven lines that follow a crack or are in something like bloodstone. Let's say has striations, or meteorite. Has lots of striations. Those lines that are just those are I would consider striations, but in any case. Yeah, this red piece was really cool. I did something I'd never seen any other woodworker or lathe worker do. And it came out.
Is Mike muted?
Because he slept with a geologist. That's awesome.
Mike, you're muted.
Am I muted? I'm not.
No, he's not. Now, I got to tell you, I've actually had a rethink, guys. I've actually had a rethink. I want to bring something up on the stream. I just saw this photo.
Uh-oh.
I was just closing some windows down, and I thought, fuck, actually, I just want to show you this angle. This was the Omega Seamaster 360 Omega Seamaster Diver 300 meter 60 years of James Bond.
That's nice.
Look at the angle on that. Fuck, it's a.
Yeah,
I
but
think
then
I
you
like
turn it over and it's got that cheesy fucking 007 bullshit on the back.
Right, and they took away the date, and then they charge you double.
Right?
I like not having a date. I like it not having a date. That's one of the key elements which I really do like. No date. By the way, that titanium Yachtmaster doesn't have a date either. Did you know that?
I just this is an Omega. I don't know. The problem is Omega they do so many special editions that they're not that special.
Listen,
here's another piece
Archie,
I made with black resin.
Hang on for a sec,
Archie. That really quick.
Archie,
wait, sorry, yes.
Hang on. We'll pull Mike's thing up first. Hang on.
Yeah.
Back it up, back it up, back it up, back it up. No, it's blurry. There you go. Whoop, stop. All right, cool. That's plenty of striations on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, now I'm using the word.
When you pull the vacuum, it draws the resin in through any holes that are in the wood, and as I cut into it.
You know what back I would have preferred? Let me just show you
back on that. That's fucking ugly.
I know. If they would have had this sort of back, that would have been so cool. With the arrow.
Hang on, I'll go to your one. Okay, you got it. Oh yeah, if they did like the military case back,
that'd be fucking cool.
But
instead, they go like that.
You know what would have been the best, right? If like that, the No Time to Die, whatever, they put James Bond's personal serial number or whatever the fuck, Commander Bond, blah blah blah.
Yes,
whatever,
that's right.
No, instead they put bullshit gun barrel look or bullshit 007 secondhand or whatever rubbish that makes you just want to buy the standard one.
Is that a clear secondhand or clear case back?
Yes, clear case back with James Bond shooting you.
Yeah, they're kind of you know, at the
He's going to
beginning
shoot
of
you
the
in the
show.
wrist every time you wear the watch.
The silhouette. Yep.
Yeah.
No. This is a regular Seamaster that I'm not a big fan of. I don't like the skeleton hands, the scalloped bezel, or the helium escape valve.
Well,
how can we get a Seamaster and make it that little bit more cheesy? That's what they do, right? They take a good watch, and they go, "Oh, we got James Bond," and they just turn it into something that's fucking disgusting. From the front, great looking watch. Turn it over, garbage. Fucking wah 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 wah.
Fortunately, they still make hopefully they still make the Heritage 300 Seamaster, which is like basically that watch but fixed. You know, all the issues gone. No helium escape valve, a nice proper nail. What do they call that? That hobnail, or the bezel is much more subdued and a little bit smaller, and it doesn't have the skeleton hands, and it doesn't have
this sums it all up. I would want a Bond Omega, but not a Bond Omega. Basically, I want to have the same model he wears in the movie, not the bullshit cheesy special editions. Nailed it in one.
Now, Mikey, you've got a lovely vase here. You've got a lovely vase here. How much are you willing to take for it?
Super chat.
At 50 quid.
Super
chat. William Money, $2. Be careful, Sard. Mikey's making urns.
Yeah, for pets, I am.
Mikey, how much will you take for the vase?
$7.50 for the blue one.
$7.50 anywhere. The rate Bobby Dazzler.
I'll get it. I'll get $7.50 for it. No problem. I've sold every piece that I've made pretty much before it's even finished. This one was actually ordered up, but then I think maybe they got scared off by the price. And anyways, I'm gonna have to go take my mom back home, so I'll be back.
I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna make an offer. I'll offer you free fruit pastels. We got a deal. Take it to auction.
So basically, this case back, it's an animated case back that moves. That gun barrel thing turns in the middle. It's gimmicky. Why would you do that? Cheap shit, like expensive watch, but they cheapen it.
Good point. Good point there.
Their words. So
I
the
don't
action never stops. You cheap, nasty, vicious fucking thing.
Fair point. I understand what you're saying there. I think the thing is you've got to remember. Is that a lot of these James Bond things, they're going to overweight people who want to be spies. You know what I mean? They go to people who are aficionado, Bond fanatics, who don't have the finesse. They don't have the Bond finesse.
Let me ask Archie of the early 2000s. Archie, what do you think about this if you were to buy it?
How fucking stupid do you have to be?
There you go. Archie has spoken.
Yep, you're not wrong, are you, hey?
And that's it. Sorry.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right.
They call me 0069.
Yeah.
GoldenEye blue. Yep, no worries. We're doing the wave dial, GoldenEye blue. Yep. We're harping back to the iconic thing. 8806 movement. Bond inspired box. So we've got these beautiful what do you call it? Like the barrel, whatever the fucking look, you know, the movie at the beginning, before he gets shot or he shoots.
Yeah.
And then look, just for the extra bling bling at heart.
Are you a Bond fanatic? You love Bond, Timely, don't you?
I love James Bond. I just hate how they bastardize this shit when they go to sell it. That's all. But I'm more into the older ones like Sean Connery and that. I reckon he played the best Bond. And I know there's going to be a whole bunch of people that crack the shits over their favorite James Bond and whatever. Roger Moore was cheesy, but that's what made him stylish. He made that cheesy thing, on point.
Yes.
Yeah. Those cheesy one-liners, he nailed it. That's what made him perfect. But no, Sean Connery, he had the style.
Yes. Yes, that's exactly right there. Were you a Roger Moore fan? I loved Roger Moore.
I liked Roger Moore. I just thought Connery was.
There was a crossover where I remember at the cinema they had a Roger in the early 80s. They had a Roger Moore Bond and they had a Sean Connery Bond.
Yeah, it was his last movie, and it wasn't part of the proper James Bond timeline or whatever the fuck it was. And what was it again? Can't remember the title. He was really old in it though. Oh.
Yeah.
Never Say Never Again. That's the one I think it was. Never Say Never Again. Patel Philippe, $5.50.
Patel Philippe, $5.50. Archie, name one guest of the ArchieLuxury channel who was in a Bond movie. That'd be Jonathan Quayle Higgins III.
JQH. And Angelic's got it right. Never Say Never Again and Octopussy. They were on at the same time. So, yep, 100%.
So what? How was that? They were both James Bond movies.
They were both James Bond. Both one was in, I think they're both either in 83 or one was 83, 84 or something like that. Love them. Top movies. Can't beat them.
Yes. Yes. Got you. It's
Someone
I gotta
said
tell you,
Sean Connery's dead. Thanks for the news flash. I think Roger Moore's passed away as well.
Yes.
The only one of the older Bonds we have going at the moment is what's his face? The Aussie.
Yes, he died in 2020. Connery died a couple years ago now.
Yeah. I can see his face. Can't remember his name. Always this guy. Made one Bond movie, the Australian. What was his name again?
George Lazenby.
That's it, George Lazenby. He's still around, and so is Timothy Dalton. They're the oldest Bonds alive at the moment, I think.
Got you. Yeah. It's
Apple. When Connery does his Asian man disguise.
Unfortunately, with Sean Connery, I think he had a bit of dementia at the end as well there.
Yeah, not sure. I'll be honest with you, not too sure. But yeah, he was in You Only Live Twice. He had to pretend to be a Japanese, just Japanese guy. And what's Connery? Almost like 7 foot tall.
Yes.
Big squared shoulders, hairy chested fucking guy, like full Anglo, and they try to yeah. No good.
Exactly.
Digress. This watch I wouldn't buy it. I'll be honest with you. Go get the No Time to Die if you want a Bond watch. That's a good looking Bond watch, that one.
He died, he was 80. That's not a bad innings. No, sorry, 90. That's not a bad innings, is it?
Considering he smoked, he drank, and all that kind of shit. I mean, he did all right.
Yeah. He sexiest man alive, sexiest man of the century.
Here, buy this if you want a Bond watch, modern one.
100%. Ooh. That's titanium. What's the new one? What's the new one made of? That one I said to you I like. That's steel, isn't it? But this is titanium, this one.
This is that one was steel, this is titanium. Let's go.
Wow.
Yeah, titanium on titanium. Means nothing to me. 15,000 Australian, brand new.
Yeah, that's the bracelet. Titanium with a titanium bracelet.
Ah, okay. Fair enough.
It's not cheap, is it? What do you think? I like it. I like the look of it. I do like the look of this.
And this has the case back that you like, Archie. This is the...
yeah.
Oh, will you fuck off? There you go, see?
That is
military style case back.
cool. I don't know if I like the 007 down the bottom there.
Probably not. In the serial number, whatever it is here, the 007, that's cool.
Yeah.
But we don't need the James Bond thing down here.
Yeah, that's a bit cheesy.
Omega, if you're watching this channel now, stop.
Please remove
full fucking 007 stuff.
Mm.
What do you reckon, Archie?
100%. Yeah, I think it's a I think it's
what
a
do you think
goer.
about it coming in a watch roll?
That's cool. That's cool. Nothing wrong with that.
Just stick with a military theme. I mean,
but how do you put it in there? Does it even fold up into that? How do you put it in there? Like, does the bracelet?
I'll be honest with you, I couldn't.
Because would it fit in there? I don't understand that. Like, if it's the bracelet doesn't go flat, does it?
No, not really.
So,
look, the watch roll, yeah, they're going with that military theme. It's a nice idea. It's better than those red boxes that you would end up with the fucking red all over your hands after a few years from.
Fuck
you know which
yes,
ones?
yeah.
They were a fucking disaster. I'm glad they went to a wood box, but that was a fucking disaster. That was. Master chronometer, officially certified. Meta
NATO
certified.
says he ran into Connery in a hotel lobby. There we go. Angelic Slayer saying, "Are vintage IWC worth jack shit?" No, so some can be quite valuable.
That's
some
how
IW $5.50. Ron the Shrink put his watch through an airport X-ray scanner and claims it came out running slow. That is more likely. What is more likely to be slow, Ron or the watch?
I'm going with option A. Just putting it out there.
Exactly right. It's yeah, Sean Connery had dementia in his final years. Holy shit, nasty.
Yeah, well, you know what? He had good innings.
Yeah. Fair call. Fair call. Cheers, Angelic Slayer. Thank you, Angelic Slayer. I got to tell you, it's the Bond watches. Do you wish Rolex would? Do you reckon they could snag it back again or not? What do you think? Could they get the franchise back?
If they really want to, they could. I don't think they'll do it. I'll be honest with you. For Rolex, I'm not going to say it's a gimmicky thing for them to do, but right now, I don't think they want to be associated with anything like that. They probably want more their brand placement in movies just as a sporadic thing rather than contribute to a
Can
whole.
I bring something up to change topic? Could I just bring something up for you? I've got a question for you. Okay, so we've already discussed that you are a huge Bond fan.
Yeah.
The original Bond had the Aston Martin. But what Bond BMW is your favorite?
Ooh.
So here's a couple. That's a first. That's the one I remember when I remember going to the cinema.
GoldenEye.
Yeah, and you know what? It was only a 1.8 in GoldenEye. I don't know if you know that they released. It was racing a Ferrari. Fuck me, dead. How can that anyhow? I don't even get me started.
No. You got it wrong. So
no.
At the beginning of the movie where he races a 355, he's in the Aston Martin DB5. Now that's a 6-cylinder against a V8 Ferrari, a modern day V8 Ferrari, right? Which does 0 to 100 in 4.7 seconds. No fucking chance he's going to beat the Ferrari in that. But besides the point, this didn't come out till about halfway through the movie.
Okay. Thank you for correcting me. I love these BMW 7 Series. I thought these were the late 90s 7 Series, E38, I think they are.
This is the first driverless car. This is the one where he drives it on his mobile.
Yes.
In the back seat. I like this one.
I love the Z8. The Z8 was a beautiful. That was in No Time to Die.
I'm going to go with the one that you just had then because it electrocutes someone. When they got to open the doors, it gets the electric shock. I like that. That's good for if the kids don't respect the car and you know they treat it like shit. You give them a quick mild electric shock.
Yes. This was how they did that stunt. Look at that. That's how they did the stunt.
Yeah, that's crazy. But these days we could do it for real.
Sort of. Yes. It was quite interesting how they did this stunt here.
What was your favorite Bond car of all time? Out of all the cars he's had in all the movies, what was your favorite?
I like that Esprit submarine. You know, the Lotus. So the Bond Lotus Esprit.
Yeah, Roger Moore's submarine.
Yeah. You remember that one, don't you?
Yeah. I like that one.
That was very, very cool.
They did a Top Gear special on it as well at one stage. Richard Hammond was doing it.
Yeah, I love.
You can see over the steering, I don't know, but Richard Hammond did it.
That was Roger Moore, wasn't it?
Yes.
Roger Moore had that one.
Yep. Sexy car.
Yeah, I like that. What else was there?
I would have to go
the Bond.
The DB5 for me, only because it had rocket launchers, machine guns.
I like the Bond Alfa Romeo GTV6. Remember that?
Yeah, Roger Moore again.
So he drove that, didn't he? It was a red one, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
I think that was where he was shot into the train, wasn't it? Shot into the.
Yeah, like I said, I'm not really massive on Roger Moore, but yeah, I think so. No, there you go. That's the movie shot. Grey or brown?
Grey.
Grey. There you go.
I thought that was such a beautiful. When these came out, were you a GTV fan like this? I love
it. They probably needed about 8 of them for the whole scene not because he damaged them, but because they just break down.
Yeah. You know, I nearly bought one of these secondhand. I went to a car dealer. I actually looked at a white one.
Yeah.
It wasn't expensive. It wasn't good. I didn't think it was good enough, but I thought these looked so advanced. Like, this is early 80s. These were so advanced. I still think they're stylish. What do you think?
Yeah, they still look good. And you get the 6-cylinder in it.
Yes, you can. They had the 2-liter twin spark.
Yeah, they had a lot of 4-cylinder engines, but you go for the big one. You don't fuck around with this guy.
You go for the 6.
Yeah, come on, top of the range.
Yeah. I always thought they were beautifully done, those Alfa Romeos. I always thought they were.
The bonnet, it's got like the middle of the bonnet's raised and all that kind of stuff, you know.
The sad thing is, like many years ago, I remember when they released the Z3, late 90s, and I remember thinking, you know what, I really want to get one of those one day, right?
Mm.
And the problem is, now I'm in my early 50. I probably would get one maybe 5-6 years time. They're going to stop production. It's not going to be available anymore.
Yeah. Well, I'm thinking about getting the Giulia, but I don't know. Well, not now, obviously. In about a year or so, I'll think about getting one. But do I really want to go back to a European car that I'm going to be worried about it not turning on?
I got to be honest with you. I think you buy one if you can use it as a hobby car. Like, you don't use it every day. Because also those Giulias, it's the same problem as my BMW. It's got fucking expensive tires. Everything is expensive. Do you have undercover parking where you work?
Undercover parking at work and garage at home.
Shit, you're pretty lucky. Okay. So how do you feel about? You like the new? The Giulia is rear-wheel drive as well. They're a good-made car. How are they holding up on the secondary market?
Couldn't tell you. It's so far away from me buying one that I couldn't even be fucked to look. But this is the car here.
Yeah, bring it up. What color? It's good to dream. Timely, we like to dream. Okay, it's good to have.
We love dreaming. Dreaming is nice. It would either be look red or the color that's on the screen now. It's sort of like a burnt red, whatever. Because I used to have the burgundy in the other one.
You know what I really like? You know what I really like in Alphas? I like the 159s.
Yeah, they're not bad. They're getting a bit old in the tooth now, though.
I know. You know what I really liked?
What?
Which they said was an amazing car, the Alpha 166. You know the 166?
Yeah, I know which one. It's like a 156, but it's a bit more flat and.
And I had a 156 as well. The 166 was the top of the line. It was, and they were
outdated compared to a 156, doesn't it?
But I think you haven't got the right color. You want a red one. Is there a
Doesn't
red
matter.
one?
There you go. Look.
I like that silver. Those wheels. That's the wheels I want. Those not the telephone wheels. That one there. That's the one I want in red.
That.
You got to pick the right color. It's got to be the right color. You see. And that's for a Lange guy. A Lange guy. Hello. Who is this? S.
Sad.
Hello, Archie.
Yes. What do you think of Italian cars?
Yeah, Mobster, I'll be leasing it if I get it. Thanks. No, I will be. Fuck buying it.
By the way, Timely, no one's watching. I'll tell you some gossip.
Yeah,
I think my car's made in Mexico. Right?
Oh, fuck. Yeah, why not?
All the 3 Series that come to Australia are made in Mexico now. Did you know that?
Yeah. Mexican made, eh?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I mean, hey, it is what it is, you know?
Or maybe I just go for a supercharged, what's the shit called?
You do realize...
The one that Sad's got.
Is it designed by Pininfarina?
No, I don't think that the new one's Pininfarina designed, to be honest.
Oh, okay.
It's in-house designed. See, Jimmy's asking, is your car a piñata? Because it's from Mexico.
Yes. Yes.
Timely, get yourself an American muscle car. But I live in Australia, man.
You know, I tell you what pisses me off. They were going to bring the Camaros over. They stopped that idea. I thought the Camaro was a beautiful looking car.
Buy a 4C, Anthony Napoli.
Timely, yeah. The 4C is expensive, aren't they? What do they go for on the second-hand market now? 4C.
I don't know. There's one that gets around the local neighborhood. I see him at the shops every now and then. He struggles getting over speed humps and all sorts of shit. So it looks a bit.
Oh, he does. Is that what he said?
Yeah, fucked.
Have you
Beautiful
spoken to
looking
him?
car, but it's not designed for everyday use. It's designed to go for a good spin. Get the rip up the outback like Mel Gibson in The Road Warrior. Well, that was called Mad Max over here, where it was made. So, nah, fucking too much hassle.
Why don't you go for the E-Class Cabrio, family?
E-Class
Cabriolet.
I'll tell you what. I'm just looking up. Ooh, I'm just looking up. I love the 4C, by the way. I don't know what you thought of them.
4C is great. It's just not good for everyday use. You'll fuck it up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but at my age, people just think, midlife crisis cars, Sard. This is the problem.
And they're expensive, Sard. They're expensive. When that cabriolet thing fucks up, do you have any idea how expensive that is to fix?
You know how Tan
It's
says
actually not very expensive.
What?
You know, Tan tells me to remind you it's got to hurt. Fuck, this will hurt if it breaks.
The struts on these cabriolets are rebuildable. The maximum, what happens is the O-rings, they need replacement. That is it, Archie. I've kept cabriolets.
Okay.
Not a bad
Must
car.
admit, I think these are sexy, but they're fucking dear. They're fucking dear.
Archie, the interior is very beautiful, Archie. Check out the interior.
All right, guys,
Yeah.
in the chat, what should I be getting for a car later in time? So call it about a year. What should I be buying, guys? Come on, tell me.
Do you want a sedan, roadster? What style body
It's
do you
going to
want?
have to be a sedan. Unfortunately, I still have to transport the kids around.
Okay.
So I can't exactly
Japanese?
get like a Porsche and throw them on the parcel shelf in the back. That's the problem.
Do you want a Japanese car or any European car?
Whatever. Let's see what we get. Like, let's come up with some ideas here. Get Nick Miller muscle
Anything from Lexus is the best thing you can buy for yourself.
car. He said Kingswood. Go, Angelic. Go, mate. Go, son. We've got E36 M3. Cube car like Mike the Snake. Buy the new M3 Estate. A Kia Stinger. Fuck, there's a bit of everything there, isn't there? Nick
What's
Miller,
that now?
They're not going to bring the Kia Stingers in anymore. You know that? They're stopping the Kia Stingers coming in. You know that?
Only needs a freaking
Really?
Hellcat. I like that. I used to have.
I saw one just the other day. They're pretty sharp looking.
I used to have a BA Mark II XR8. That had a bit of boogie to it.
Oh, you had an XR8.
Yeah, I'll see if I can find a picture of it. Hang on.
Do you guys have Toyota Crown in Australia?
No, we did.
No,
back
we
in the
used to,
60s,
but
70s.
yeah.
Is that Sod I hear?
Yes.
That's the side
Hi,
you hear.
hello, Sod.
Hello, Mike. How are you, Mike?
I'm doing okay today. How are you?
All okay, thank you.
Good. So we're stuck here on this picture. What else?
I got to tell you, this is a very nice looking car. That the E-Class, and the thing is, the C-Class. The funny thing is, Sad, the C-Class doesn't look anywhere near as nice as this as a cabriolet. The E just got the right proportions.
Yes, you're right, Archie. It's longer. The rear two seats are somewhat practical. The C-Class is very small, but it's a good car also, the C-Class. I like the smaller engines, Archie. C200, easier to keep, maintain, very budget friendly.
How long do you think a C-Class or a 3 Series BMW will last? How many years, relatively?
To be honest with you, I've kept some S-Classes, E-Class, and C-Classes. I have never had problems with these modern cars. Yeah, they're very reliable, Archie. You don't have air suspension. The worst thing with these cars are the airmatic or hydropneumatic suspension, the ABC, magic body control. You don't have that problem, number one.
Yeah, bladders go bad. You lose pressure.
It is time
The
bar,
mask,
to be honest.
$5. Here we go. The mask, $5. Buying my son a Kia Cerato, 30,000. Yes, they are. Even a Corolla is 30,000. I actually like the Kia Cerato. I actually, it's
Archie,
kind of
have you
funny.
seen the Hyundai Genesis 4-door? With the
Yeah, not a
V8?
big fan of that. I was actually having a look at career options.
I'm convinced it was designed by this. I'm sorry.
The rental place that does Uber, they had Kia Ceretos you can rent to do Uber, and it was quite interesting. Mobster, I have a 2017 E300. It's an amazing car. Mobster.
Archie.
Yes, sir.
Check your email. I just sent you a picture of my XR8 I had. Pull it up, Arch. Pull it up.
Well, I'm convinced that the designer for Mercedes designed the Genesis 4-door for Hyundai, because if you took the emblems off of that Hyundai, you would swear you were looking at a Mercedes-Benz.
It's funny how you say that. Yeah, I know exactly what you're saying. You're right.
I mean, I'm not joking. You pull the emblem off, and it's a Mercedes. There's just, it has to. To me, I would not be surprised if it weren't
Oh,
the
this
same
is
designer.
Timely's XR8. You had an XR8.
Yeah, there's a BA Mark II.
Timely cannot see it. We cannot see it.
No,
You
no,
had
I'm
an
bringing it
XR8.
up. I'm downloading.
You had a Triumph XR8.
No. This was a Ford. It was a Ford. This was.
Oh, okay. God.
We
This
carried
is-
on
this
with
is
the
an
Falcon.
Australian
We
V8.
carried on with the Falcon. You Americans killed it. We kept it going. And
Triumph
this is what the
XR8, man.
Falcon,
Phew.
the Falcon became.
Oh,
There we
became the
go.
Falcon.
That was my exact car.
Yeah, that's a car.
That's got the Boss motor, whatever it was, 260 Boss,
you-
whatever. It's a small V8.
You bought that.
Yeah,
You bought
302.
that. You bought that with the You bought it second hand.
I bought it second hand with almost no kilometers on it back in the day.
Okay. How long did you keep that for?
A few years. I had that.
And wait-
That was after the Alpha. I had that.
Oh, so how did that compare to the Alpha? That would have been completely different car.
Completely different car. The Alpha was more of a good for corners and stuff like that. This was more of a
straight line car.
The Alpha felt more refined. This felt more like when you throw the ball for the dog and the dog gets all fucking happy and runs at it. Like, it's just a fun car. This is, if you want to go sideways very, very quickly, this is the car to do it with. Lots of smoke, lots of you go through tires.
What made you get rid of it? What made you get rid of it?
The Alpha.
No, the XR8.
Oh, this. What was I doing at the time? Fuck. Why did I get rid of it? Oh yeah, that's right. We're rejigging the family cars. The missus, I was getting her something decent. I was gonna get something decent as well after this. Not as petrol guzzling, because this thing was fucking expensive. But yeah.
Oh, okay. It chewed a lot of gas.
Yeah, but I worked close to home at the time, so it was nice to have for a few years and then move it on. I put some Ks on it though.
Was it nice cruising? These are nice cruising car, aren't they?
It was nice cruising. It was very quick on acceleration as well. A lot of power. A lot of fucking power on this thing. This was a beast. This was good fun.
Wow. That's
the
amazing.
The coppers actually
17s or
this.
18-inch wheels. 17s.
They used this and they used the Commodore equivalent at the time as well. So they were. This was one of the last 8s I think they used.
This was. What size wheels did you have?
They were standard Ford 18-inch.
Nice.
Were they expensive?
They were on it when I bought it.
The tires
were an option,
fairly expensive. 18s. The
Yeah.
bigger the rim size, the price goes up.
Yeah, well, these wheels, they were an optional extra or whatever. So whoever bought this car, brand new, pretty much put everything on it. It had the premium sound package, the better wheels, everything. Like just.
How much
Those
did you
wheels
pay
are
for
very,
it?
very BMW-ish wheels.
How much did I pay for this thing? I think I paid about 12.5, 13 for it.
Fuck,
Nice.
that's not much.
No, they just reduced in value so much. Like when I bought it, this was nowhere near being the current model. It was probably about 8 years old.
What
when I
year
bought
did you get it? What year did you get it?
Oh fuck! Now you're asking. Probably like 2013, 2014, something like that. But so it's about 8 years old. This car, because it's a 2004, 2005 model, something like that.
Yeah.
But it had, I think, 20-something thousand Ks or something stupid on the clock. Nothing. It was fresh. The guy that bought it, it was his weekend car.
Ah, gotcha.
Paint was new. Everything was new. Like it was fresh.
Yeah,
Let me just bring something up for you. Just before we go, Timely, I want to bring something up for you, okay?
Yeah.
This is what in Australia people are talking about. What's a 4C? Get a 4C. There we go. 2015. That's 90. Fuck, that's expensive. 90,000. It's only a 1.7 liter turbo.
Yeah, but there's no weight to it, Archie. That's why it rips.
Is this the Alpha?
Yeah, but it's
that's-
very
that's
low.
gorgeous.
You can see how that would get caught up on everything, right?
They're very wide. by
Here's
the way.
one.
They're
Here's
very
one. It's a
wide.
Stradale tribute one. Okay, I don't know what that is. Here's another one. 150. No Ks.
The front doesn't open on these either. There's no.
Just
There's
a little
no,
bit out of my price range, that one, you know? Like,
These are mid-engine.
my
See,
next car...
I think these will fall. What do you reckon? I reckon these will
Maybe,
come out.
but it's not practical for me. My next car, I'm probably looking somewhere between 70 and 80,000. That's it. Nothing over that.
That's a lot of money. That's Aussie. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money.
Are you going to get a
Look, for me, that's a
4-door
lot
or
of money.
2-door?
But
You gonna get a sports car, or are you gonna get a 4-door?
4-door, I have to. I've got kids.
Oh,
Like
okay.
I said, I can't cram them in the fucking
Yeah,
hustle
no,
job,
that makes
you
all
know?
the sense in the world. Say no more.
Yeah.
Okay,
So I
guys,
mean-
we're going to wrap this baby up. Tomorrow, Angelic is doing a show after our show. So I hope that is going to be a great show, guys. Guys, I'm going to wrap this baby up. I'll be streaming again in 8.5 hours. Thank you so much for watching. The poll, how did the poll go? Would you pay $77,000 for Gene Cernan's Omega Speedy? 96% said no. So there we go.
There you go.
And we only had 50 upvotes. Come on, guys, give us an upvote. Can you give me an upvote?
So it's not going to be a watch
Mine shows
enthusiast
106,
advisor.
54. Jesus, pretty bad today, but okay.
Mine shows
Guys!
106.
Yeah. Okay, guys. We'll be back tomorrow. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll be streaming in 8.5 hours. See you later. See you later.
See you later.
See
Thank
you
you,
later
Archie.
there. Thank you, guys. I'm just ending it there.